Good evening and welcome to the Melissa Cardinals Network. Welcome to Royce City, Texas, as your Melissa Cardinals go on the road to take on the Royce City Bulldogs. This is Trey Graham, Coach Kenny Deal, and a cast of thousands here on the Melissa Cardinals Network. We are so glad you are joining us. It's an early night tonight. Pre-game show kicking off here at 6:30 p.m. before the ball game begins at 7 p.m. Melissa Cardinals on the road tonight. Again, it's wonderful to have you. This is Trey Graham, former Melissa Cardinals Athletic Director, Coach Kenny Deal. There's our stat man, Ross Graham. Jackson's here, John's here. We've got a full house, and we're ready to bring you this broadcast tonight. Your Cardinals are 0-2 on the season as we begin, and the Royce City Bulldogs are hosting your Cardinals for the first time ever. Now, this is the first time Melissa has ever played against Royce City. It's just not the first time Melissa's ever played at Royce City. Coach, we were here 11 years ago.
11 years ago,
Remember
Trey.
the story?
Big, huge night. Taking over the three-time defending state champion in Division I 2A, Dangerfield. What were they? Dangerfield. Sorry, I forgot their mascot name. Anyway, so defeated the three-time state champions, and just what a night. Really took it to them night from the get-go. Big aggressive plays early in the passing game, and just that propelled Melissa, into that state championship game, and where they ended up being the champions.
December the 2nd, 2011, the Melissa Cardinals and the Dangerfield Tigers. Melissa won by a score of 42-14 in a Region 2 final game, Class 2A Division I, back 11 years ago in this very stadium. That stopped the Dangerfield 20-game winning streak, and as you say, they were the three-time consecutive 2008, 9, and 10. They won the state championship. Melissa knocked them off, propelled Melissa on to the 2011 championship that season. And there is the first ever state championship by Melissa back in 2011. And here we are again. You see Trevor Ham warming up for the Cardinals, number 6, the transfer junior. And the Cardinals are obviously in their white over red tonight with the white helmets and the red numerals. And Royce City's in their black and gold, look a little bit like Wake Forest, sometimes you say. And the Cardinals are down on the artificial surface warming up tonight against the Bulldogs. Just to finish that story, the Cardinals were victorious 42-14 in this very stadium. And that's when they played here as a 2A team. Now the Cardinals come in as a 5A team 11 years later against the home team, the Royce City Bulldogs. Coach, as we look back a week ago, it was a tough loss. The home opener of the Cardinals hosted the China Spring team last week in the home opener, and it was the second time those two teams had ever played one another.
Correct.
2022, just a week ago, they met back in 2019 in the playoffs. Cardinals had a 20-0 lead, and we said at the time, ball game ain't over yet. At that time, if you'll recall, we had the weird stat last week, Coach. We had played 8 minutes of football. The Cardinals had 11 yards of total offense, and they led 20-0.
That's correct.
Offensive touchdown, defensive touchdown, special teams touchdown, and China Spring showed why they were the defending state champs now on an 18-game win streak.
That is correct, Trey. But defense got off to a great start in that game. Just good interior defensive play from Nigel Smith and Caleb Otluski. Did a tremendous job, and then forced a turnover. And then we ended up getting a pick six, and then we also had a short a punt return by Jacob Fields. And so just got off that tremendous start, and then we just really needed the offense to step up throughout the game. They did put together some good drives, and just when you get up 20-0 in the first quarter, you really kind of expect to win. So it's always disappointing when you let those games get away from you.
You see the Cardinals are leaving the field right now. They've completed their pregame warm-ups. Again, we are starting 30 minutes earlier than normal tonight, so the Cardinal fans are still making their way here through I assume they face the same traffic jam in Princeton that we did. And then you got the Josephine traffic, and rush hour in Josephine.
Yes, those two cows almost really took us out.
It was serious there in Josephine, but we are glad you are joining us here in Royce City. And look at that camera shot right now, you see the Royce Swiney Multi-Purpose Facility, or SWINY. Not sure how you say that name, but as our stat man Ross Graham pointed out, we are in Royce City, and that facility is named after a guy named Royce, and they're not the same word.
No,
R-O-Y-C-E is the gentleman's name. R-O-Y-S-E is the name of the city.
That's correct.
So the Royce City Bulldogs have a facility named Royce, but not after the same guys.
So it wasn't named after Royce Sweeney, then, the community, you don't think?
Unless somebody has a typo somewhere along the way. That's correct. The Mighty Cardinal Band has made their way into the stadium. They're taking their spot over there on the visitor side. As usual, the visiting team gets to enjoy the sunshine. So the Mighty Cardinal Band is over there on the far side in the sunshine. And there's the Mighty Cardinal Band trailer with all the stuff that they transport all over the North Texas. There's the band filing in, as you see. And so we are so glad you are joining us tonight. Remember the email address to let us know you're listening, mcnr@melissaisd.org. mcnr@melissaisd.org. To wrap up that comment about last week, it was a tough loss. The final score was 42-41. The Cardinals at one point early in the game did go for two and weren't able to convert, and that ended up being the margin. 42-41 was the final score. China Springs now 2-0, 18 wins in a row for those defending state champions. Your Cardinals are 0-2 on the season. A tough loss on the road to begin the season in Argyle, and then the home opener last week against those China Spring Cougars. The officials are down on the field at this time. They are preparing their pregame notes. They've just had a conversation with the head coaches, and just for a little inside baseball for the football fans, most times the coin toss when the players and the captains come out in the middle of the field, that's now ceremonial. It's not the real deal anymore. So the coaches have already gone through it. They've discussed with the officials, and you'll often see the officials having a chat with the coaches on the field ahead of time. And Coach, of course, you know, being down there all those years, but the officials are asking if there's any trick plays you're going to run, anything that we should know about. They also let you complain about your upcoming opponent, and every coach is going to say that they hold too much, and, you know, watch the block in the back and all those things.
Yes, so it's always wise if you have any gadgetry that's going to happen that night to let them know, that way that a flag doesn't come out and they're prepared for that. And so it's always wise to do that ahead of time.
Who the captains are, and they'll introduce themselves so that each team has officials on their own sideline, so they'll be able to operate alongside them. So we do welcome you back here in the booth. We are on the home side here at Royce City ISD Stadium, the home of the Bulldogs. Cardinals are the visiting team tonight, and it's going to be a great night for football here on the Melissa Cardinals Network. We do appreciate you spending your Friday evening with us. It's time to hear from some of our great sponsors. We'll come back and help you with the pregame show and introduce you to the starting lineups. You are watching the Melissa Cardinals Network.
The service after the sale is something that will keep bringing my wife and I back as still customers. Give them about 48 hours, tell them what you need service for. They bring you a loan car, pick up your car, take it back, do the service, and come and pick up the loan car. That's like being royalty. If that doesn't invoke loyalty, I don't know what does. I drive a Sewell.
Discover our wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles at Sewell Cadillac or SewellCadillac.com.
Welcome back to Royce City, Texas. This is Trey Graham, Coach Kenny Deal. We are enjoying our pregame show before the Melissa Cardinals get ready tonight for this third non-district game of the year. The Cardinals are 0-2 on the year. You see the big Bulldog inflatable tunnel that the Bulldogs, the home teams, will be running through here in just a moment. The Cardinals inflatable tunnel has not been set up yet. Wonder if the Cardinals going to travel the tunnel. We haven't seen it tonight.
I don't know. I saw Paul Anderson on the sideline. He usually is the one that delivers that, so maybe not. Maybe they just saw the smoke in the red eyes of that Bulldog and decided just to
that was enough
to leave ours at home tonight.
That game last week, when we said Cardinals led 20-0, it was final score 42-41, China Spring over your Cardinals. Our offensive and defensive player of the week was Jacob Field. If you were a fan of the Cardinal Scoreboard show that you find on the Melissa ISD YouTube channel, you saw our interview with Jacob Field this past Monday night. Our Cardinal Scoreboard show is filmed every Monday evening at the Dugout Sports Grill in Melissa. You can join us and be a part of the live audience, 5:30 p.m. each Monday at the Dugout. Coach Matt Nally and I and the players of the week. And then we release a new episode every Monday evening. So if you haven't caught up on the first couple of episodes, go back to the Melissa ISD YouTube channel. But you saw Jacob Fields in that interview, and he reminded us during that discussion that he has committed to Louisiana Tech as a football scholarship for next season. And was very excited about, of course, his senior year here as a Cardinal, but also moving on to play at the next level, and had a tremendous game in all three phases last week.
Absolutely. On the offensive side of the ball, had that big run, was about 56 yards for a touchdown, and then had the punt return on the special teams, and then he ended up having a pick as well, didn't he?
He had the punt return for the touchdown,
right,
and a rushing touchdown
yes,
as well, yes.
And then led the team in tackles during the game as well. So just a huge game there for Jacob, and we honestly have come to expect that each week from Fields.
A game that we mentioned last week during our broadcast, we were tracking the score of the Argyle versus Lovejoy game. Our first game opponent and our final regular season game opponent, Argyle and Lovejoy. And when we checked into the score, it was 42-42, the final score. Argyle defeated Lovejoy 56-49 last week. In total, 105 points, 15 touchdowns, over 1,400 yards total offense between the two teams. Argyle had 722 yards rushing.
Wow.
7 rushing touchdowns. No, 720 total yards, 560 rushing yards, 7 touchdowns. Lovejoy threw for 571 yards and 5 touchdowns. Argyle's running backs Landon Ferris and R.J. Bunnell, who played well against the Cardinals, those two running backs combined for 417 yards and 5 touchdowns. But the player of the night was Kyle Parker, the receiver for Lovejoy. This is one game, Coach. 23 catches, 341 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Wow.
That's a season.
Yes, sir.
One game,
yes.
23 catches, 341 yards, and 3 touchdowns. According to Dave Campbell, the third most catches in a game, single game in Texas football history. State record being 26 catches in a game. So 23 catches for one Lovejoy receiver named Kyle Parker. So it was the final score, 56-49. So Lovejoy actually is off to a 1-2 start. They're the favored team in our district, but they had a loss last night. They played on Thursday evening to North Crowley. They lost 28-20. And Kyle Parker catches 23 passes, 341 yards last week, and then 6 days later catches 2 passes for 13 yards.
He showed up on film.
Yes, he did. They knew to pay attention to him last night. That's correct. We are so glad you are joining us. Thanks again for those who are emailing in, mcnr@melissaisd.org. Cardinal fans are beginning to fill up the visitor side along the way, and the Shades filling in over there as well. You saw the Cardinals have completed their pregame warm-ups. Both teams have left the field at this time. We are in Royce City ISD Stadium, the home of the Bulldogs, and we are glad you are joining us tonight on the Melissa Cardinals Network. The starting lineups for your teams tonight, we'll go ahead and introduce you to those players. Matt Nally in his 4th season as the head football coach of the Melissa Cardinals, and he will send out the offense led by offensive coordinator Jason Russell. And starting for the Cardinals tonight at quarterback, you saw him on camera already. Number 6, junior transfer Trevor Ham. In the backfield next to him will be junior number 21, the running back Nate Adejokin. The tight end is number 7, junior Gunnar Wilson. Three wide receivers, Carson Maynard wears jersey number 9. Javon Smith, the senior, wears jersey number 1. And Jacob Cusano, senior number 13. On the front line for your Cardinals, left tackle is Luke Damel. He wears jersey number 50. You have the left guard is Brandon Ward, number 76. The center is Carson Surrett, number 75. The right guard is now sophomore, number 78, Owen Hollenbeck. Started all season long as a freshman a year ago. And the right tackle tonight, starting number 77, sophomore Jake Brown. So that's Damel, Ward, Surrett, Hollenbeck, and Brown left to right along the offensive line. And Jason Russell, the offensive coordinator, calling the plays. And let's go ahead and take a moment before we introduce the defense, talk about the importance of the offensive line. They don't get as much attention.
No, sir.
They don't get as much attention from us.
They do not, and and I could definitely do a better job of building those boys up as well. Spent a little time with all those gentlemen last night in the press box at the JV game, and they're just some large, young human beings, and they've done a solid job this year, Trey. And then once you lose. A potential D1 player in Trevor Gooseby that goes out, and they have not missed a beat. And so they've had good chemistry. Running game's been good. They've done a good job of protecting Trevor Ham at the quarterback position as well. So very, very pleased with this group, and they're only going to get stronger as the year goes on, and just to continue to open up big holes. And they've really stood out as doing a good, consistent job. And a lot of times when we don't mention the offensive line, that means they're doing a great job. So there's been very, very few, penalties coming from the offensive line, and so they've done a tremendous job.
And good news, Coach, we do have the tunnel sighting.
Okay, I see that.
The Cardinals inflatable tunnel is here. They've made their way through the Josephine traffic here to Royce City.
See Duke Sparks in there in a white shirt. Looks like he's doing a little bit of supervising. So let's see if they get the air in the right hole there and gets
Duke
you
is
pumped
good at
up.
many things, and supervising is one of them.
It's very much so.
Yes. We gave you the starting offense a moment ago. We'll give you the starting defense, led by the defensive coordinator, Nate Hemsley. Cardinals run a 3-4 defensive alignment. Nigel Smith, Connor Vidmar, Lance Riley up front. 2 outside linebackers, Caleb Otluski, Alex Secreto. 2 middle linebackers, Jason Cave, Dalton Whitwer. The DBs tonight at corner, Clark Packard, who was defensive player of the game in our opening game this year against Argyle. Josh Nicholas at 1 safety spot. Jacob Fields, our player of the week from last week. And getting his first start tonight, Jake Patusek at one of the corner positions. There's also lots of games going on around the area, of course, that we will be paying attention to as we go through the broadcast tonight. It's not quite yet district scheduled for the Cardinals, but a lot of teams have their district games going on. The Richardson Eagles at Richardson Berkner tonight at Wildcat Ram Stadium, for all of those who care. Lake Highlands at Highland Parks at Highlander Stadium tonight. And guess what's happening at Highlander Stadium tonight?
I hear they're going to retire someone's jersey.
Matt Stafford, who comes off a loss last night for the Los Angeles Rams.
Is he in town for this?
He is going to be in Lake Highland, or at there's our friend Duke Sparks that we were just mentioning on the camera right now. But Matt Stafford will be in the Highlander Stadium to have his high school jersey retired tonight.
Very cool.
So congratulations to Matt Stafford. Lots of games going on around the area. Rockwall at Prosper, McKinney at Flower Mound. Allen Eagles are playing Arlington Martin in Choctaw Stadium, which is what used to be
the ballpark.
Used to be the ballpark, the temple, as Mike Reiner would call it. So Allen Eagles and Arlington Martin are playing at the Choctaw Stadium, which I guess the sponsor wants you to know their name, but nobody knows it by that name. You've got Frisco Independence and Skyline tonight. Lake Dallas at Princeton. We passed by the Princeton Stadium on the way here tonight. Plano West at McKinney Boyd in the McKinney ISD Stadium. Waco La Vega at Midlothian Heritage. Tonight, we have Blue Ridge at Wills Point. Argyle's playing at Grapevine tonight at Mustang Panther Stadium over there. Cedar Hill at South Lake Carroll. We've got McKinney Christians playing tonight. We have Kennedale at Denison tonight. Van Alstyne at Anna. We mentioned that game earlier. Sunnyvale's playing Carter over there at Kincaid Stadium. Pilot Point at Farmersville. We passed through them as well. Sanger at Nevada. We passed through all kinds of games on the way over here tonight. And Spring Legacy at the Orange People in the Salina Bobcat Stadium tonight. So we'll be tracking scores for you as we go throughout the night tonight. It is a great night for football. It's good weather, a beautiful facility here. And we've mentioned to you earlier that we were last here, Coach Deal and I were last here 11 years ago when the Melissa Cardinals played a playoff game. They were victorious over Dangerfield here. When we were down on the field a little while ago, Matt Nally said he was last in this stadium in 2009, sitting on the home side bleachers here watching a 2A state championship game.
Really?
Played here. Cayuga played here, he said, back in 2009. So our last time in the stadium, 2011. Matt Nally said his last time here, 2009.
You know, then Trey, then we called a basketball game. Melissa played Cayuga at Reunion Arena or American Airlines Center.
Yes, sir.
That following year. I mean, they were state champions in football and basketball.
Same year.
Yes, sir.
So we've had some journeys around the great state of Texas, and here we are in Royce City, and we are glad you are joining us tonight. The email address again, mcnr@melissaisd.org, mcnr@melissaisd.org. Love to hear from you. Let us know where you're watching and listening from tonight. The Cardinals are back out on the field, going through their final pregame warm-ups. The home side here on the Royce City Bulldog side of the field, they've set up their cordon or march on with all of their drill team and cheerleaders as they'll be welcoming their team coming through the tunnel tonight as well. This is a non-district game for your Cardinals. Remember, the non-district games do not factor into your playoff seeding. Only district games do. And so the Cardinals are 0-2 on the season, which a lot of Cardinal fans are concerned by that, if they will, but they need to remember only district games matter when you get to the playoff seeding purposes. The Cardinals, this is their 22nd year of varsity football action. This is our 15th year here on the Melissa Cardinals Network, and it's our first year to partner with our friends at Game On Communications, and we do want to say thank you to Craig and all those guys bringing us the great sights and sounds of the game.
Yes, sir, Trey. This has been a great experience, I know, for our fans with this Game On experience. They just a tremendous professional job, and we just appreciate everything they're doing for our students, our student body, our fans, and just and the grandmas and grandpas back all across and relatives across the country to get to see just a quality broadcast. And just it's been fun being part of this, and just looking forward to this 6 minutes before kickoff and getting started. And just I feel like the Cardinals have an excellent opportunity to get in the win column tonight and to go into momentum going into district play.
The Cardinals have made their way into the end zone. They'll be exiting through their tunnel in just a moment. You see the Cardinal dads who've set up the inflatable tunnel. And Coach, we always give you the chance to see who wins the inflatable award tonight. The smoke out of the nostrils does get you bonus points.
Absolutely bonus points, and we just cannot overcome that tonight, Trey, is the honest truth.
So the home team wins the inflatable contest.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So, and they're just blowing the smoke out now for us. So
It's just to show off.
Just to show off.
I understand.
There's Gunnar Wilson fixing to lead the Cardinals out, though. Carrying the Fred Lewis flag, I believe.
Melissa in the white jerseys, white helmets, and red pants tonight. The Royce City Bulldogs in their black and gold. We are going to let you hear from another one of our great sponsors, and we'll come back and get you ready for the opening kickoff. You're watching the Melissa Cardinals Network.
The service after the sale is something that will keep bringing my wife and I back as Sewell customers. Give them about 48 hours, tell them what you need service for. They bring you a loan car, pick up your car, take it back, do the service, and come and pick up the loan car. That's like being royalty. If that doesn't invoke loyalty, I don't know what does. I drive a Sewell.
Discover our wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles at Sewell Cadillac or SewellCadillac.com.
As you see the Melissa Cardinals taking the field right now, that is Gunnar Wilson leading the team out. And the tribute to the late, great Fred Lewis on that banner as they bring it out. So the visiting team Cardinals have made their way to the far sideline, the visiting sideline, led by fourth-year head football coach Matt Nally, offensive coordinator Jason Russell, defensive coordinator Nate Hemsley. Athletic director is Seth Stinton, the former head football coach. And the Royce City Bulldogs will be making their way out on the home side here in just a moment. This is Trey Graham, Coach Kenny Deal, our stat man Ross Graham is here doing his calculations. John Graham is with us as well. We are glad you are joining us tonight for an early kickoff here in Royce City, Texas. We appreciate your time with us. That's John right behind us. There's Ross Graham over there. This is Coach Kenny Deal. Trey Graham saying hello to you and welcome to Royce City, Texas. It is an honor to have you with us as the home team is about to enter the field. And we are going to bring you this third game of the regular season. Cardinals will play 10 regular season games. Here's game number 3 about to begin as the Royce City Bulldogs enter the field in their black and gold. They do have a little bit of a Wake Forest look to them. I'm not going to give them the Army Black Knights look, Coach. I mean, it's not quite that sharp, but they do look sharp and Wake Forest sharp.
Okay.
And since we brought it up, the Army Black Knights are in action tomorrow against the UTSA Roadrunners. So the Texans have gone up to play Army tomorrow at Mike Stadium. But we'll talk more about that later on.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah. And we'll talk about LSU had a rough go this past week. Texas Longhorns got a good win out of them.
They did.
Okay, the Aggies had a win. Scott Frost over there at Nebraska. Ugh. Ugh. So we'll talk a lot of college football as we go throughout this ball game.
Traveled a long ways to lose, didn't they?
Yeah. And did you really need the onside kick at that point in the game when you got the lead? I think it was late third quarter. The Irish eyes got to him. And, So the Cardinals are there. The captains for both teams will be making their way out in just a moment for the officials' instruction and the coin toss, which we told you might just be very ceremonial as it is. There's Matt Nally standing right there with his arms folded, getting ready to lead his team into action tonight. And as we watch the shadows make their way across the visiting stands across the way, you see the Cardinal fans filling in their black and red attire. You see the Mighty Cardinal Band is in position, led by their director, Jerry Wharton. And these beautiful pictures brought to you by our folks at Game On Communications, and we appreciate all the work that they are doing. It's going to be time for the national anthem here in the stadium. Everybody's going to stand here and face the flag, so we're going to do the same in the booth. We're going to enjoy the playing of the national anthem, and we'll come back for the opening kickoff right after this. It is game time here in Royce City as your Melissa Cardinals have gone on the road to take on the Royce City Bulldogs. We are glad you are joining us tonight for a 7 p.m. kickoff, not 7:30, 7 p.m. kickoff tonight here in Royce City ISD Stadium. The captains for both teams will be making their way out in just a moment to the center of the field where the officials will be giving them their final instructions. We are glad to be joining you tonight as the Melissa Cardinals send out their captains tonight. You've got Alex Secreto as the captain. You've got Lance Riley out there as well. You got Nate Adejokin, and looks like that's Jacob Fields on there for the four captains for the Melissa Cardinals. For the Royce City Bulldogs, one of their captains, talented defensive lineman Noah Gatton. You also have Kieran Phusavath, and I'm going to say that's how you say that young man's name, Phounsavath. We're going to go with Phounsavath.
Phounsavath.
Yes, that's what we're going with tonight. He's number 56, which is what we'll probably call him for the rest of the evening. Also, you got number 2, Kenneth Spring, their talented quarterback out there, and number 25, DB Justin Pichardo. And the officials are having a discussion with the Cardinals and the Bulldogs as we speak. The Melissa Cardinals have won the toss, chosen to defer until the second half. So Royce City will go on offense first. And Melissa's defense will go out on the field. They're going to send their talented senior kicker who's having an outstanding season thus far. Number 90, Aiden Pintor, will kick the ball away for your Melissa Cardinals. And we are glad you are joining us tonight. Again, the email address, mcnr@melissaisd.org, mcnr@melissaisd.org. We will get to those emails, comments, and questions as we go along. So the kick return team for the Bulldogs makes their way out there, including number 7, Jonah Robertson. And he is going to be back deep as Aiden Pintor makes his. Yes, number 7, there he was. Mr. Jonah Robertson back for the return team for the Bulldogs.
And number 11.
Number 11, Sam Mitchum back there as well. Aiden Pintor, number 90, the kicker, puts the ball on the tee at his own 40-yard line. 12 minutes on the clock, no score. It's time to get ready to go for the Melissa Cardinals and the Royce City Bulldogs. And the kick is going to be taken at the 25-yard line, straight up the right numbers, out near the 34-yard line, and Royce City will be on offense first. You had Jason Cave and
Connor Betts is on there as well.
Gunnar Wilson down at the bottom of the pile as well. So the Cardinals D in that 3-4 alignment out there to start the game. They'll spot the football at the 34-yard line on the right hash. Just underway, no score. Melissa Cardinals on defense first. Coming out to lead the offense, Kenneth Spring, number 2. And he has Sam Mitchum next to him in the shotgun. And the first play is going to be a short run, and they're going to break it away over the right side and pick up positive yardage and almost exactly 10 yards. And the Cardinals couldn't get them down on the first try. They're going to pick up exactly 10 and a first down for the first play of the night for the Bulldogs. Nice run. Mitchum broke a tackle, was able to turn the corner there, and finally was taken down by Packer. Here's the second play of the game. It's going to be a loss of yardage.
That's Caleb Otluski.
He's going to bring up second down and 14 for your Cardinals. Back the Bulldogs up to their own 40-yard line. Otluski there.
Otluski is a difference maker on defense.
No huddle for the Bulldogs, but not in a hurry as they look to the home sideline for the play call. And Kenneth Spring in the shotgun, has 2 receivers to the wide side, takes the shotgun snap, straight drop, steps up into the pocket, throws it crossing route. It's going to be tipped away, almost picked off by the Cardinals, and it's going to bring up 3rd and long.
That's Jake Patusak. sophomore getting a start tonight on the coverage.
Good job breaking that ball up.
Patusik.
Going to bring up third down for Royce City. Cardinals would love to get a 3-and-out on the first drive of the game. No wind to speak of tonight. Third down, 14. 2 receivers to each side. Spring throws a little wide receiver screen to the left side, and the Cardinals are able to shut that down. It's going to bring up fourth down, and we think punt time for.
Yep, that's Alex Secreto on the tackle there.
David Petroff, the head coach for the Bulldogs, does send out his punt team, and the Cardinals will send Jacob Fields back as the return man. There's Jason Russell, the offensive coordinator, on camera right now, and we know that Coach Russell Jr.'s on the field. I'm sure Coach Russell Sr.'s watching tonight. Here's the punt game for the Bulldogs. The Cardinals do get the 3-and-out. Here's the first kick of the night. It's going to be an end-over-end kick, and it's going to hit and take a sideways bounce. The Cardinals will have field position at their own 25-yard line as they start this ball game on offense for the first time tonight. Trevor Ham will lead the offense for the Cardinals. Nate Adejokin in the backfield next to him. Gunnar Wilson at the H-back, Carson Maynard, Javon Smith, Jacob Cusano, the receivers, left tackle Luke Damore, left guard Brandon Ward, center Carson Surrett, right guard Owen Hollenbeck, right tackle Jake Brown. First play of the night, 4 receivers left, 1 right. They throw a short stop route for the Cardinals, and they're going to pick up 8 yards on the play. That's Javon Smith, number 1, with the catch.
Good block there by Gunnar Wilson.
Given 9 on that reception. Second down, 1. Cardinals come out with twins right and a wing left on second down, 1. And they're going to hand it to Adejokin. His first carry of the night makes a spin in the hole, and he's going to have a first down gain of 6. Tough run by number 21.
Good job there by Adejokin. Good leg drive. Did a little slide moving that first hole, showing a little bit of vision there to bounce it outside.
First down of the night for the Cardinals at their own 40-yard line. We are 2 minutes into the game, no score. Cardinals' first drive. They're going to take the handoff again, and only picking up about 2 on that carry is Adejokin. There's jersey number 21, the talented junior. We mentioned the Army Black Knights, coach, since you brought him up, are playing UTSA tomorrow. Mr. Adejokin has an offer from UTSA.
Yes, sir.
Here comes second down and 9. Ham in the shotgun. And he's going to throw. Rolls to his left. Throws a little short dig route. It's going to be caught by Gunnar Wilson. He makes a man miss. Takes it for a first down into the plus side of the territory. First down Cardinals.
Yeah, good strength there by Gunnar. Had 2 Bulldogs on him. Able to pull away from them. Pick up the first down.
Tough run by Gunnar Wilson. Quickly to the line at the 46. Fake the handoff. Trevor has time. Throws a deep post route down the middle of the field. It's going to be an incomplete pass. Intended for Carson Maynard. Coverage there by Harper Branch of the Bulldogs. Good coverage. Maybe could have led him just a little bit more on that throw. Second down 10.
Yeah, Branch had great coverage there on Maynard.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage on second and 10. Twins to the wide side, fake the handoff, throw the wide receiver stop route. Javon Smith on the catch, but he only is going to pick up about 3 yards. And the Cardinals are running fast tonight. Quickly to the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 7. Not in field goal range at this point, so we're in 4-down territory here. 3 receivers in a bunch formation to the left. Adejokin in motion. They throw a swing route out to him. He's got the lead blockers, and he's going to pick up about half of what he needed. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Cardinals.
Just couldn't quite contain that first block there. If that had been a clean block, he could have had a little bit more momentum and speed going forward up the field. Probably could have picked up the first down.
Base offense on the field. 4th and 2, Cardinals at the 38. They're going to give it to Adejokin, and he's going to have a first down.
It's a way to keep the drive moving. Good job by the offensive line. Good push on that left side.
Spot the ball at the 33 of the Bulldogs. Very tough run there, and followed Gunnar Wilson downfield. Also had a good block by Brandon Ward.
Correct.
Here's 1st and 10. The defense jumps. Cardinals think they may have a free play. Ham has a lot of time. Throws it into coverage into the end zone. Is going to be caught for a Cardinals touchdown.
That's Maynard Triple coverage there. Good pass there by Trevor Ham. As you talked about before, he led that one perfectly, Trey.
It was defensive offsides, free play for Trevor Ham. That gives you the guts to throw it into triple coverage. Good catch by Maynard. Cardinals lead 6-0. And now they set up for the PAT in the swinging gate formation. And now they'll come set up for the regular PAT. Maynard, who just caught the touchdown pass, is the holder for the Cardinals. And Aiden Pintor, big number 90, will kick his first PAT of the night. Snap is back, the kick is up. It is good. Cardinals lead 7-0. 8 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Coach, you couldn't ask for more. You got a 3-and-out on defense and a touchdown on offense.
Yes, sir, and picked up a first down on fourth down. Good balanced drive with the legs of Adejoken and the arm of Ham, and just a couple of great plays by our receivers. Receivers did a good job of blocking during that possession. So as you said, just the way that Jason Russell would want to start this game.
Well, good smarts there by Ham. You thought you had a free play on the defensive offsides.
Yes. Throw
it deep and see what happens. Maynard's able to come down with it despite being triple covered and gets the Cardinals on the scoreboard first. 7-0 Melissa leads. And Pintor will come out to kick off for this time. Here's that play again. Good time, good composure. Ham throw it up there. Maynard with good concentration brought it in. Touchdown Cardinals.
Again, offensive line gave him plenty of time to go down deep.
All right, here's our second kickoff of the night by Mr. Pintor. And the Cardinals with a 7-0 lead. It's going to be a short kick taken at the 25 and pushed out of bounds just short of the 30-yard line. Cardinals defense got a 3-and-out a moment ago, and they're coming out for their second performance of the night.
Flag came out on that play, last on that kickoff.
Our officials will give us the signal after they deliberate.
Don't know if the ball was caught out of bounds.
Currently, the ball is spotted at the 29 of the Bulldogs. Here's our signal. Dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct called against the Bulldogs. So that will back them up, and we'll have the Royce City offense starting deep in their own side of the field with your Cardinals leading 7-0.
Bulldogs love to run the ball. Important for the Cardinals to have good positive plays on first and second down on the defense and try to force them to put the ball up into the air.
See number 5, Jackson Ford there. Number 2, Nigel Smith at the defensive end spots. They're going to play a big part in tonight's game. Kenneth Spring in the shotgun's going to run the ball straight up the middle of the field. That's Mitchum on the carry, and he'll pick up about 6 on the play. Second down for the Bulldogs as we've played 4 minutes here in the first quarter.
Number 2 there, Nigel Smith on the tackle.
Second down 4. No huddle. Receivers to both sides. Spring with a low snap, hands the ball off. Mitchum again, he's got a first down, and he's able to turn the corner before he's pushed out of bounds by the Cardinals. First down Bulldogs, their first new set of downs in this ball game.
It's Packard. Forced him out of bounds.
Spotted at the 38 of the Bulldogs. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the wide side on first down. Another low snap. Spring rolls to his left. Now tucks it away, and he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ford on the stop for the Cardinals.
Clock rolling. Approaching 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Second down 10. Big, huge State of Texas logo with the Bulldog head on it there in the center of the field here on the artificial surface. Second down 10. Spring has running backs on either side of him. Fakes it to Mitchell, keeps it himself, and he's going to push the pile forward for a gain of 3.
Jason Cave. Yes, Jason Cave, number 33, just tremendous linebacker, tremendous heart. full out 100% effort every play.
Senior number 33, talented player. 3rd down 7 for the Bulldogs. There's the snap, standing in the pocket, throwing the wide receiver screen, and nobody's there to catch it. Nobody paid attention to it. It's going to fall harmlessly to the turf, and looks like Coach Petrov's going to send out the punt team for the 2nd time tonight. Coming out is Harper Branch to punt the ball away.
Defense doing their job.
Cardinals got a 3 and out on the first drive. They did give up a 1st down here on the 2nd drive, but force a punt. Jacob Fields back deep. He had a punt return for a touchdown a week ago. This one is also going to fall to the turf, take a harmless bounce, and he spotted at the 32-yard line. Cardinals will take the football with a 7-0 lead. This is Trey Graham, Coach Kenny Deal. Our stat man Ross Graham is here. John Graham is here. We appreciate the opportunity to be with you tonight. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our booth here at Royce City ISD Stadium. It's an honor to be with you tonight. And the Cardinals are back out on the field. 1st down and 10 at their own 31. 4 receivers left. And Ham looks to his left, throws it to the short side, and it's going to be taken for a positive play up the far sideline. Good run and catch there by Lincoln Dunn. And it's going to bring up a new set of downs for the Cardinals. They pick up 12. They're going to go left hash and 2 receivers to the wide side, along with the wing back Gunnar Wilson. And they're going to run the stretch play going right at a Jokin, makes one man miss, falls forward for a 2-yard gain. We hit the halfway mark here, 1st quarter. Cardinals driving up by a touchdown. Good composure on the offense.
Yes, sir. It's been very balanced, good rhythm, going fast until I jinxed it.
Till we say that, and then there's a false start penalty. So back him up 5 yards, makes it 2nd and 12.
So that really does happen, doesn't it?
The announcer jinx, yeah. He's never missed this putt before. He'll never miss this free throw. Yeah, it does happen. 2nd down and 12 after the 5-yard penalty. They're going to hand the ball, fake it that is, throw it deep down the seam. Gunnar Wilson was covered well there, and it's going to bring up 3rd and long. They run a little seam route there. Couldn't connect.
You said well covered. It was best to throw that ball over his head, so it safely hit the ground.
Here we got 3rd down 12, Cardinals. 2 receivers to the right. Trevor Ham looks over there to the far sideline to confirm the play call with Jason Russell. There's the snap back, fake a handoff. Trevor stands in the pocket, throws to the right side into traffic. And it's going to be an incomplete pass intended for Javon Smith, and we'll see the Cardinals' first punt of the night.
That will be Aiden Pintor.
Handles all the kicking duties, kickoff, field goal, PAT, punter. Wears all those hats for your Cardinals. 5:35 to go in the 1st quarter. Melissa leads 7-0 and going to punt the football away. There's a good snap back. And it's going to be a good kick by Pintor. And the return man falls down, and the Cardinals are going to get a good bounce out of it. Down it at the 18-yard line.
Just fortunate the ball wasn't directly on him. It came down and hit him while he was on the ground.
We'll check the scoreboard for games going on around the area. Of course, there were a lot of games played last night, and then there's a lot of games in action tonight. Last night, Wiley defeated South Garland 44-0. Aledo defeated Justin Northwest 49-20. You had Aubrey losing to Arlington Seguin last night. We mentioned that North Crowley defeated Lovejoy last night. Here's the 1st down play for the Bulldogs. They'll pick up 2 yards on that carry. So we'll check in with other games going on tonight around the area.
Lance Riley on the bottom of that pile, along with Cave.
2-yard gain for the Bulldogs. Takes it out to the 20-yard line. Second down for the Bulldogs. Not in a hurry, but not in a huddle. And we're going to be going to your emails here in just a moment. mcnr@melissaisd.org. Second down, 8. It's another low snap. They're going to hand the ball off on a lead play, and Mitchum will carry it out to the 24-yard line. 3rd and 4 coming up for the Bulldogs offense. 4.5 minutes to go, first quarter. Melissa fans in their black and red have made their way into the far side, the visiting sideline here. There's Kenneth Spring standing in the shotgun. You see him hand the ball on the swing play going left. Mitchum makes one Cardinal miss and pushes it to the 27-yard line. Decision time for Coach Petrov, but
got to punt it.
You got to punt it from your own 28-yard line. 4th and 2, or maybe 1.5 yards needed for a first down. And Branch will come in to kick the ball away. And maybe Jacob Fields can field this one.
Yes, sir. That was Jason Cave again, Trey, forcing that ball inside. Didn't make the tackle, but he forced him inside. And the Cardinals D was able to stop him.
First 2 punts, Jacob has not gotten his hands on. 3rd punt of the first quarter. Good job by the Cardinals D so far. It's going to be a snap to the up back on a 4th down fake, and they do pick it up. They're going to run the football, snap it to the up back. Gutsy call, 4th and 2 at your own 28. You pick up, you needed 1.5 yards. You picked up 2. And new set of downs for the Bulldogs.
Did a good job of extending the ball out before he went down. Cardinals defense had to run right back onto the field.
New set of downs for the Bulldogs at their own 29-yard line. And they're going to give the ball to Mitchum, and he's got to break away past the 40, past the 50, past the 40, down inside the Cardinals territory at the 38-yard line, and picks up 33 on that carry.
But there is a flag on the play. Did a good job there of taking care of that play there to push them up after the turnover.
And the officials are walking it back, negating that 33-yard run. Mitchum's best play of the night. Appears it's going to be wiped away by the yellow hanky. And our referee does indeed tell us it is holding against the offense. So we can still say the Bulldogs have not crossed the midfield stripe yet tonight. Your Melissa Cardinals are 5A Division II, the smaller side of Class 5A football. The Royce City Bulldogs are Class 6A football. And here comes first down and 20. Fake the handoff, throw the seam route down the middle of the field. Is going to fall harmlessly. Jacob Fields on the coverage. It was intended for Jonah Roberson. And it's going to bring up second down 20.
Good coverage there by Fields. It's one of those just one-man routes. One-on-one coverage there with Fields at the safety position. And really looked safe all the way for the Cardinals.
Second down 20 Bulldogs. Cardinals D's played very, very well here with 2 minutes 49 seconds to go. They've had trouble with the snap. There's another low shotgun snap.
They're going to get it back.
Odlewski made them sweat a little bit.
Had to fight for it.
Back them up to their 15-yard line. Third down and 24 for the Bulldogs. They've had trouble. There's another snap. It falls on the ground, and Spring, the quarterback, has to dive on it. There's Odlewski, number 18, fighting for it. And the Cardinals are going to stay on defense, but not until we have a timeout called by the home team. Their first of the ball game with 2:26 to go. Now they said 2:32 on the clock. 2:32 to go in this first quarter. Cardinals lead 7-0. You are watching the Melissa Cardinals Network, and we will be right back.
School is fantastic. You feel you're involved in every step. of the decision-making process. That really makes a big difference to me.
Discover our wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles at Sewell Cadillac or SewellCadillac.com.
In the end, it's not the politician that builds this country. It's the entrepreneur, carrying the world's largest economy on their shoulders, putting Americans back to work. Really, they're the only ones who ever could. We've always been the entrepreneur's bank for the century behind and the century ahead. Vista Bank, entrepreneurs banking entrepreneurs since 1912.
After the Bulldogs timeout, they're going to have a third down and long. They're going to throw it to an open receiver in the middle of the field, catching and picking up the first down. Big conversion by the Bulldogs. Cardinals couldn't get the stop on third down and long. They left the man wide open on the drag route. He's going to take it to the 41-yard line.
Yes, and then did the Cardinals send him not getting him on the ground and letting him have all that yardage after the catch.
First down, Bulldogs at their 41, and they're going to hand the ball off here, take it positive 4 yards on the play. Remember, the Bulldogs ran a fake punt just a moment ago, 4th and 2, and they snapped it to the up back, and they were able to convert, and their drive now continues after they convert a 3rd and 24 play. Now they have 2nd and 6 at their own 45, and they are going to lose yardage. The ball's on the ground. There's a scramble. And the officials digging in the pile of humanity. The Cardinals believe they have it. And we need somebody in stripes to make a decision, and they're going to say it's down. So, Cardinals don't get their way there. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 11 for the Bulldogs.
Big thing was the loss in the play, man. They're living lucky on this drive.
They converted a 4th down fake punt and a 3rd and 24, and now they've recovered 2 fumbles of their own. Now they're going to run it draw play on 3rd and 11 and go nowhere, and maybe we'll see the punt game again. Here comes their punter, Harper Branch, for the Bulldogs.
Jackson Ford on the stop for the Cardinals.
1 minute to go, first quarter. Melissa leads 7-0. A Trevor Ham to Carson Maynard touchdown reception.
All the action on that possession, Trey, and they still didn't make it to the 50.
No, sir. The snap is back to Branch. The punt is away. Fields is going to be able to return this one. He catches it, and he's going to break one tackle, make a spin, make another spin, and finally be taken down. Tough run.
And he lost his pants. They held on to him by his belt. First
down, Cardinals. Leading 7-0. I told you we'll get to your emails. Thanks for sending them in. mcnr@melissaisd.org. Chelsea Deal. Winston and Flash. Check in. Our friends Leslie Reddick Farrell, Michael Farrell checking in from Victoria, Texas. Go Army, beat UT San Antonio, she says. Hand the ball off on first down to Adejokin. Makes a man miss in the hole. Tough run. The pile's pushed forward out to the 25-yard line.
Good job by Nate. Okay, we have a...
Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Trips right. Ham throws it out to the right side. It's going to be caught. And
have a new quarterback in the game, Trey.
We have Tatum Thompson checking in for the first time. Okay, and that was Lincoln Dunn on the catch. We do have number 11. That was Dunn on the catch, and Thompson completing that pass, his first of the night. And the Cardinals are going to have a first down. Chain gang moves out to the 31-yard line, and Thompson's in the game at quarterback. Where's number 11 there in the white and red? He's going to fake it to Adejokin, keep it himself, go straight forward, and pick up 4 yards on the carry as the quarter expires. So we have played one stanza here in Royce City. Your Cardinals on the road. They lead the 6A Bulldogs 7-0. You are watching the Melissa Cardinals Network. We'll hear from our great sponsors. We'll come back for the second quarter right after this.
The way Sewell treats me is, I feel important. I feel like I'm in first-class service each and every time I come to Sewell. I will always drive a Sewell.
Discover our wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles at Sewell Cadillac or SewellCadillac.com.
Welcome back to the Melissa Cardinals Network. Trey Graham, Coach Kenny Deal, Statman Ross Graham, John Graham is here as well. We are glad you are joining us as we are about to begin the second quarter of play. Melissa leads Royce City 7-0. The Cardinals playing in the stadium for the second time ever, playing against this team for the first time ever. And Coach, you have to give the Cardinals an A for the first quarter.
Absolutely, Trey. They came out that first drive and took the lead. Defense has had 3 great possessions on defense to force 3 punts and balanced on that first drive for the Cardinals. And now we're getting a good look here with some during some meaningful game time here for Tatum, and just looking forward to see how he handles the team. I did like that last pull on that last play. I think that takes some pressure off of Nate, and so we'll see how it moves forward here.
Adejokin with 5 carries for 21 yards in the first quarter, and he gets one to start the second quarter, and he's going to have a first down and a breakaway down the right side, showing some speed at the 40. Good tough run for Nate Adejokin, pushed out of bounds at the 33-yard line, and it's going to be a positive play. Here's Adejokin taking this handoff, going down the right sideline, turning the corner, showing that speed, and it's his best run of the night, and give him 31 on the carry. First down, and fake it to him. They'll throw it out to Lincoln Dunn. Number 10 will catch it. He makes a man miss and pushes it inside the 30, near the 23-yard line, close to the sticks. Tough run for Lincoln Dunn.
Lincoln being that speed guy, did a good job that time of breaking a couple tackles for the short game.
And remember, the state 4x100 team was Lincoln Dunn, Nate Adejokin, Jacob Fields, and Clark Packard as well. All right, here is a run over the left side. That's Jacob Fields, his first carry of the night. Our player of the week from last week, and he's going to have enough for the first down to the Bulldog 20-yard line.
Cardinals do not lack speed or skill position guys. They can be very versatile, move these guys around.
Jacob Fields has to retrieve his towel, do a little laundry there. He's going to check out. Nate Adejokin will check back in. First and 10, Melissa at the 20-yard line. They are in Aiden Pintor field goal range. Trips right to the wide side, and Thompson's going to throw it down the seam. He's got an open receiver, and he's going to drop it in. And does he get a foot down? Touchdown,
sure
Cardinals. Javon Smith with the touchdown. Nice throw, Tatum Thompson.
Absolutely picked him up early on that, laid the ball out. Almost a little too far, but Javon has that speed to run underneath it.
You see the replay here. Javon out of that, trips, beat his man, drops it in the bucket, keeps a foot in bounds. Touchdown, Cardinals. They lead 13-0. Here comes Pintor for the second PAT attempt of the night. Maynard on the hold. Pintor on the kick. Snap is back. The kick is up, and it is good. Your Cardinals lead the home team Bulldogs 14-0. Great start for your Cardinals. A tough loss in the opener 2 weeks ago at Argyle Eagle Stadium. A tough loss in the home opener a week ago, 42-41, lost to China Spring after leading 20-0. You wonder what the team's going to look like and feel like coming back out here against a 6A team. And so far, so good for the Cardinals.
Absolutely, Trey, and just I'm sure they had a good work week this week. And same things happened last year where we lost two tough games early in the season against 2 quality opponents, and probably even stronger competition this season as we had last year when we had 2 losses. And so I think everybody had their head up. The players I talked to seemed very confident coming into this game, and just like last week, you got to keep pushing. You got to play 4 quarters versus this early start in this game, and just keep the pressure on the defense. It's been solid tonight, and I do anticipate that to continue.
So we'll say both sides of the coin, Coach. Great start for the Cardinals, up 14-0, but they were up 20-0 last week.
That is correct.
So the game's not over yet. Here we are, early second quarter. Cardinals with a great start. Got to keep foot on the gas. Pintor puts the ball on his own 40-yard line. Bulldogs back to return. Another short kick will be taken by the Bulldogs at their 27-yard line, coming right and past the 30, got a seam out near the 38-yard line where the Bulldogs will take over. They still have not crossed the 50-yard line on offense tonight. And Melissa leads 14-0. They send their defense out on the field for this Bulldog drive. Melissa Cardinals' third regular season game of the year. Of course, we get to bring you the action all week long. Next week, we'll be at home next Friday as Crandall comes to Melissa, Texas. First down 10 Bulldogs at their own 38-yard line. Motion man. Spring takes the handoff, gives it to Mitchum going right, and he'll pick up about 3 on the carry.
Riley on the stop for the Cardinals.
Senior number 48, Lance Riley. You see him right there.
Captain tonight.
Gain of 3 for the Bulldogs. As the clock rolling.
Front seven's played very well tonight.
Senior number 2, Kenneth Spring, runs the offense for the Bulldogs. He's got a receiver to each side, 2 running backs next to him in the shotgun, and they're going to run the ball going left. And there
Ford
is Jackson Ford saying, "You're going no further." Evan Harris on the carry for the Bulldogs, and that would be number 5, Jackson Ford. He's listed at about 6'5".
That's pretty accurate.
Because I've known rosters where they would stretch you a little bit.
That's
Coach.
pretty accurate if you walk up and shake his hand.
Yeah. Some of us may have been stretched in the past on rosters in the past. But that's a real live 6'5". Loss of yardage there, 3rd and 11 coming up for the Bulldogs. Trips right, Spring in the shotgun. Cardinals D trying to get a stop. They're going to run quarterback draw. Spring straight up the middle of the field, and he's going to have a first down, and the Bulldogs do cross into plus territory. They'll have it first down at the Cardinal 48.
Just got out of position that time, the defense did.
Jacob Fields on the tackle from the safety spot. Bulldogs with a first down. Put that ball on that big Bulldog logo in the middle of the field. Cardinals 3-4 alignment, showing some pressure. Coming from the right side, Spring rolls, throws it up for grabs, and it's going to fall harmlessly out of bounds. He just was trying to get rid of the football. And that was Ford again.
That's Gunnar Wilson.
Gunnar Wilson there on the quarterback pressure. Second down, 10 coming up. 3 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Melissa leads by 2 touchdowns.
Melissa has several players that play both ways. Wilson being one of them.
You see the big RC for Royce City right there in the chest of the home team. Second down, 10. Going to hand the ball, and they're able to push the pile this time.
Whitwer had early contact there.
Pick up 5 yards. Third down coming up. There's Whitwer, number 3. I'm sure we've got Dalton Whitwer fan club members in the audience. We always do. On the 43-yard line of the Cardinals, here comes a 3rd and 5 for the Bulldogs. Their best drive of the night. Fake the handoff, throw it into the right flats. It's going to be caught and diving forward for a first down. That was Jacob Fields who tripped him up, but they're going to have yardage to the 36 and a new set of downs for the Bulldogs. First down, Royce City. Their best drive of the night. Wing to the left, twins to the right. Another low snap, and hello, Cardinals.
Hello, Nigel Smith.
Hello, Nigel Smith. Yeah, let me introduce you, Nigel Smith, number 2. That's Kenneth Spring, number 2, and the Cardinals' number 2 is a whole lot bigger than the Royce City number 2.
Did good to hold onto the ball.
Loss of 3. Back them up. Second down coming up for the Bulldogs. They've had trouble with that snap from the shotgun several times. It's been at the quarterback's feet. Here's a decent snap. They're going to throw it down the right sideline. Got a wide open receiver and way overthrew did Spring, the quarterback, and good fortune for the Cardinals.
You are correct.
He was a little bit open on the play.
Yes, sir. Got behind the sophomore.
That was Tusek, his first start of the season. Missed coverage there, but ball falls to the turf. 3rd and long for the Bulldogs. Cardinals D get a break. And here comes Royce City to the line of scrimmage at the Cardinal 40-yard line. Spring got a low snap, and he throws a dig route, and the curl went in by the receiver. He threw the curl out, incomplete pass, and it's going to be punt time again for Royce City. This time they're going to try to pin the Cardinals deep. Jacob Fields, number 8, back there to return the punt for the Cardinals. He's gotten his hands on one of them so far. Branch to kick it away. No wind to speak of. End over end kick. And Jacob takes it at the 16-yard line, turns to the left outside the 30-yard line, and a late flag comes in. And they'll spot the football at the 32 of the Cardinals.
Cardinals going to get,
Another very late
we'll
flag
see here.
comes in.
Hopefully that wasn't against Jacob, but the first one was going to be a horse collar penalty on the tackle. And so let's just see where the second flag comes into play.
Currently spotted at the, at the Cardinal 32.
This could very easily be could be a 30-yard walk-off against the Bulldogs.
Our referee is. We do have a personal foul face mask called against the Bulldogs. There's the face mask penalty. We have a personal foul called against the Cardinals. Those two penalties will offset. And so the ball will stay there at the 32-yard line. It would have been 15 against the black and gold and then 15 against the red and white.
Jacob was standing right there with the official. I'm assuming something was said.
So after the offsetting penalties, it's going to be 1st down and 10. Cardinals at their own 32-yard line, up by 14 points. And we have Trevor Ham back in the game at quarterback. We had Tatum Thompson on the last drive, threw a touchdown pass. Javon Smith trips right bunch on the wide side. Ham's going to throw it out to the wide side. It's going to be caught on the swing route. Positive play, gain of 12, 1st down Cardinals. Lincoln Dunn on the catch.
It's the 3rd time they've ran that play to Lincoln. Able to move the sticks.
1st down, 10 Cardinals at the 44. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Trips left bunch. And fake the handoff. Same play, other side, and Dunn can't bring it in this time.
I think it might be wise to go away from that for just a little while.
Those 2 passes were intended for Lincoln Dunn. Norris and Tori Whitmire are his grandparents, and they are watching in the great state of Montana. So hello to Montana. Trips left, and they're going to fake the handoff, and Ham's going to keep it himself over the right side, pick up 8 yards. Good run by the quarterback.
Yeah, good job by Trevor on that read.
That was a nice run by the quarterback. There he is. Tucks the ball away, picks up 8. 3rd and 2 now, as Ham has Cardinals on the plus side at the 48-yard line. Trips left. He has Adejoka next to him in the backfield, and they're going to give it to Nate, and he will pick up enough for a Cardinal 1st down.
I don't know if they're going to give it to him or not, Trey.
Well, the right foot is the 1st down, and the left foot, they gave it to him. So they gave him the left foot of 4th and inches. Cardinals quickly to the line, and they're going to give it to, fake it to Nate. The quarterback will follow him, and he will indeed pick up a 1st down at the 43 of the Bulldogs.
Good smart run there by Trevor. Following Nate, using him as a lead blocker.
Approaching the halfway mark of the 2nd quarter, Melissa with a 2-touchdown lead. They're driving. Trips left and give it to Adejoka on the stretch play to the left side and pick up about 5 on that carry. Ran right there behind big number 77, Jake Brown.
Jake's having a good night.
Same formation, other side. Trips to the wide side on the right now. 2nd 5. Ham in the shotgun with that Kyler Murray clap thing going on. Changes the play. Play clock's at 16. Out of joking in motion. They throw that swing pass out there. Dangerous, but he catches it, and he's able to turn the corner and get a first down.
Bulldogs about 3 times have not been a half a step away from a pick 6.
It's just a barely inches away on the defender getting his hand on that swing route.
So good concentration there by Nathan.
1st and 10 at the 32. Jokin will check out. Jacob Fields checks into the backfield. Twins left, fake it to Jacob Fields, throw it to Javon Smith on the stop route. He'll pick up about 5.
Couldn't quite keep his balance. It's a breakaway.
See the quick throw out to the left side from Ham to Javon on that stop route. Here's 2nd and we'll call it 4. Hand the ball off up the middle of the field. It's going to be a short gain by Jacob Fields. Following again, Owen Hollenbach, number 78. 3rd and 1 Cardinals. 4:40 to go in the quarter. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Cardinals taking no time between plays. 3rd and 1. Bulldogs showing blitz, so Ham's going to change the play. He's going to move Gunnar Wilson to the left side. 3rd down and 1 with Jacob Fields next to him. There's the snap. Give it to Jacob. He falls forward, loses his footing, but he only needed a yard and he fell forward for 2.
And that's Jackson Ford in there at that either tight end or that H-back position. Had the lead block that time.
We have an official timeout with 4:14 to go in the quarter. And we indeed have a first down. See, Coach, for the first 100 years of football, you would bring in those orange things and measure that, but you don't do that anymore.
No, sir.
You just look hard and glance carefully.
Did you say guess? What did you say?
No, I did not say that.
Okay.
Trevor Ham throws it into the back of the end zone. Spin move.
Great.
It is going to be Jacob. No, there's Carson Maynard. His 2nd touchdown of the night. Great spin move, adjusting to the ball.
Yes.
And he goes up and brings it down. Touchdown Cardinals.
You called that just right, Trey. Great adjustment when the ball was in the air. He was moving to his inside and has to adjust back to the outside. Stretches his arms out. Good concentration. Carson has great hands, able to secure that ball and tuck it inside the end zone.
After the swinging gate, Cardinals will set up for Pintor, his 3rd PAT attempt of the night. Good job, Carson Maynard on that catch. Cardinals lead 20-0. Kick is up by Mr. Pintor, and the kick is good. Your Cardinals have gone on the road. They lead 21-0 here. 4 minutes to go, 2nd quarter. Thanks to those who are emailing in, mcnr@melissaisd.org. We've got fans in the state of Washington. We've got fans in the state of Montana. We've got fans in the state of North Carolina checking in tonight. And we've got fans checking in from Tyner's Couch.
Okay, Tyner's Couch, Melissa, Texas. I believe that might be our first Montana connection,
You think
Trey.
so?
I think so.
Okay. Chris Tyner checks in from his couch. And
I bet he has a bowl of Bluebell in his lap.
you think so?
I do.
Okay. So thank you to Chris Tyner, who's not in Montana or North Carolina. Well, he doesn't tell us where his couch is. So if his couch is in Melissa, Texas, as we think, then hello to Chris Tyner on
That's
your couch.
Right. Hi, Chris. Enjoy that ice cream.
This is Coach Kenny Deal. There's Ross Graham. There's John Graham. My name is Trey Graham. We're glad you are joining us tonight. Your Cardinals are looking great out here on the field tonight, leading 21-0 late here in the 2nd quarter as the Cardinals are on the road taking on the 6A Bulldogs. And they have Aiden Pintor puts the ball on the tee, and Sam Mitchum, their very busy running back, is back to receive the kick for Pintor. This kick is going to be short and taken at the 28-yard line, straight up the right sideline, past the 30, first down, Bulldogs. Cardinals' strategy on kickoffs is not to kick it deep. As you've noticed a pattern here, they call it a pooch kick or a short kick. Their goal, their hope is that the return team's going to fair catch it. But that hasn't happened tonight. They go ahead and catch the kick and return it a few yards. Cardinals are very happy to let their opposing offense start around that 30-yard line.
Try to keep it away from the speed guys.
It's kind of why they're not punting to Jacob Fields, you think?
Something like that, yes, sir, after last week.
First down, 10 Bulldogs. Cardinals have 3 timeouts. Bulldogs have 2 remaining. There's Spring on that snap and hands off to Mitchum going right. They'll push it out to the 39-yard line. There's Jason Cave, 33 right there, always in the pile.
Always around the ball.
Picking up 4 yards. See what Cardinals want to do with the clock and their timeouts here as we approach 3 minutes remaining in the half. Bulldogs not in a hurry. Second down, 6 from the 39. There's a fake handoff. Spring's going to roll to his right, throw it late, wide open receiver, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Bulldogs, broken coverage by your Cardinals, and it cost them 6 points.
Absolutely, let the receiver to come up to play the run. Good read there by the quarterback, made the right call, able to connect that easy pass.
There's Spring. He's going to roll to his right, finds, oh my goodness, there's a wide open guy down the middle of the field, and they take it to the house. That's Nicholas Weaver. Touchdown Bulldogs. Again, missed coverage by your Cardinals. Gets the home team on the scoreboard. Melissa leads 21-6. And here comes their first PAT attempt of the night. Their punter, Branch, is the holder. The kick is up and good. Melissa's lead now 21-7.
Let's just see how the Cardinals handle a little bit of adversity here. See if they can come back and bounce back and keep some momentum going into the half. Put some points back on the board.
Mitchell Stokes on the PAT there for the Bulldogs. So we mentioned Cardinals have 3 timeouts. We wondered if they would use them on defense, but that quick strike by the Bulldogs means your Cardinals are going to get the football back here with 3 minutes to go in the half and a full complement of timeouts. Offense has been executing well tonight. Would love to get some points before the half. You see the Cardinals red moon out there. Beautiful shot by our friends here. Game on Sports. Look at the red moon over the school bus. I mean, there's a poem in there somewhere, Coach, or a country music song or something. Cardinal band bus and a red moon. Come up with a couple of lyrics for there. All right, Cardinals kickoff return team on the field as the Bulldogs have finally gotten off the goose egg. Stokes, who just made the PAT, will kick this one away from his own 40-yard line. See if he chooses to kick it deep.
Going to be delay a game on the Bulldogs.
Indeed, the play clock has a big 0 on it. And nobody's moving. There's 22 players on the field and nobody was moving.
The ref's going to move the ball for them.
Yeah. Here's your tee, son. Yep. It's like freeze frame there. All right, Mr. Stokes, back it up to your 35-yard line and let's kick it this time.
Let's keep this game moving, the ref said.
All right, here comes Mr. Stokes. And he does kick it deep, and the Cardinals will take it. Done at the 11-yard line. Coming right past the 20, past the 25, past the 30, has great speed. Out past the 40, out past the midfield stripe. Great kick return by the Cardinals. Their offense sets up an excellent field position. 2:59 in the half, 3 timeouts, and they're on the plus side of the 50.
Good blocking right here, Trey, as Lincoln's just kind of floating to his right and then sees a hole open up right now and accelerates into it.
Jacob Fields with a good block. Carson Maynard with a good block on that kick return. We mentioned Lincoln Dunn, number 10 there, one of the members of that state championship 4x100 relay Class 4A state champs a few months ago. Cardinals have 4 receivers left on first down at the 47 of the Bulldogs, leading by 2 touchdowns. They're going to throw it. There is Lincoln Dunn. He catches it on the short stop route, and he's going to weave his way down the left sideline and will go out of bounds at the 35, first down. Coach, your job is to get the ball in the hands of talented people in the open field.
And that's happening tonight.
And they're going to hand the ball to Nate Adejokin on first down. A tough run going left to the 32-yard line, gain of 3 on the play.
Nate just not quite able to run through that first tackle.
Clock rolling, 2:34 and counting. Cardinals have 3 timeouts. Here's 2nd and 7. Twins right to the wide side. Ham looks to his right. Long throw, dangerous throw, and it's going to be incomplete. That was Harper Branch on the coverage intended for Cusano, but when you're on the left hash and you run a stick route on the right sideline, that's about 35-yard throw, and it's good news it fell to the turf.
That is a big break there for the Cardinals. Ball needs to come out quicker.
3rd down 7, clock stop, 2:25 in the half. Adejokin in motion, fake looking that way, and we're going to have a penalty flag stop the play. Email address mcnr@melissaisd.org, mcnr@melissaisd.org. It's going to be a false start penalty against the Cardinals. Back them up, now 3rd and 12. Each team has had the ball 4 times tonight. Melissa has 3 passing touchdowns. Royce City has 4 punts. But they do have a touchdown in the last possession after that. So the first 4 possessions were definitely advantage Cardinals. 3rd down 12, and Ham's going to hand the ball off. Adejokin with a tough run, spin move in the hole, and on 3rd and 12, he picks up 14 yards.
Yeah, good balance that time by Nate.
You see the replay here. He gets in the hole and just refuses to go down. Nice tough run by Adejokin. First down Cardinals at the 23, and Nate has it again, reverses field, and another tough run, and he picks up about 2 positive yards, but he ran about 30 yards to get it. And we have the first timeout called here, 1:46 to go in the half. Cardinals with the 2 touchdown lead, and they'll take their first timeout of the half. And we want to welcome you back to the booth and say hello to you. It's going to be time to check some more of these emails. Thanks to those who let us know you're listening tonight. The email address, mcnr@melissaisd.org. That's Ross Graham. That's John Graham. This is Kenny Deal. I'm so glad you are joining us. This is Trey Graham. It's my opportunity to invite you to our church home Sunday mornings. In-person worship 9 a.m. or 10:15 a.m. Online worship 11:30 a.m. Go to firstmelissa.com to find out more. Thanks to the First Melissa Church family for sponsoring this broadcast tonight. The Cardinals do use their first down of the night. And our friend Kurt Jack checks in from his couch. I assume it's not the same as Chris Tyner's couch.
I wouldn't think so.
You wouldn't think
No,
so?
I wouldn't think so.
So Kurt Jack's couch and Chris Tyner's couch are both watching tonight. We appreciate you guys checking in. All kinds of folks letting us know you're listening. mcnr@melissaisd.org. After the Cardinals timeout, it's 2nd down 8 from the Royce City 21-yard line. 4 receivers right. Ham looks to his right, then he's going to run quarterback draw straight up the middle of the field. He'll take it to the 15-yard line. Clock's going to keep rolling. 1:38 and counting. He'll pick up 7 on the quarterback scramble. 3rd and 3. Cardinals letting that clock roll. 1:24. Trips right bunch. And we're going to have a false start penalty called in the backfield.
I was just fixing to tell you who was in the backfield, and then he jumped. So I will not mention his name.
You will not mention that he's checking out of the game either.
Right.
Okay. So 3rd and 3 becomes 3rd and 8 when you back them up 5 yards.
Jacob Fields enters the game.
80 seconds on the first quarter clock. Cardinals have 2 timeouts remaining. They are already in Aiden Pintor field goal range. Clock is rolling again, a minute 16, minute 15 and counting. 3rd and 8. Cardinals trying to convert here before a field goal option on 4th down. And they're going to hand the ball to Jacob Fields. He's going to have the first down. Takes it down to the 11-yard line. Stop the clock, a minute 3 seconds. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 11.
It's good acceleration there by Fields in the hole. Saw him scoring a run like that last week.
And they're going to give it to him again. Spin move. He makes a man miss. Dives forward down to the 3-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and short. 2nd and 1, we'll call it, from the 3. Good tough run. Good tough run there on the replay. 2nd and 1.
Let's give it to him again.
35 seconds and counting. And they do give it to him, and he spins out of a tackle. Touchdown, Jacob Fields, the man who was our offensive and defensive player of the week last week against China Spring, goes in from 3 yards out. Touchdown, Cardinals. Great answer to the busted play touchdown. Melissa's back up 3 scores.
That's right. They carry this momentum into the half. Jacob was not going to be denied, ran through that tackle. Aiden Pintor set to kick this extra point in.
Cardinals lead by 20. And Pintor is now 4 for 4 on the night on PAT kicks with 30 seconds remaining in the half. Cardinals leading 28-7. Royce City will get the football here. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. We do want to thank some of our great sponsors on the Melissa Cardinals Network. We have Skylar Ammons Real Estate. We have the Dugout Sports Grill, Maria's Mexican Restaurant, the Red Feather Restaurant, the Hidden Grove RV Park, George James Realty, Tyler Norman and the First Melissa Student Ministry. So we thank all these folks for bringing the Melissa Cardinals Network, and our friends at Game On Communications bringing you the sights and sounds. Our email address, we'll get to those, especially at halftime. Lots of messages coming in. mcnr@melissaisd.org. mcnr@melissaisd.org. Aiden Pintor, big number 90, has been busy tonight, handling the punt, the PAT, and kickoff duties for you Cardinals. Puts the ball on his 40-yard line, and with 30 seconds to go in the half, Cardinals leading 28-7. See if it's going to be another short kick, and indeed it is. Taken at, well, it would have been if he didn't let it fall out of bounds, near the 28-yard line. First down, Bulldogs.
Cardinals need to hold on here on defense for 30 seconds. Keep everybody in front of you. Do not give up any big plays or have any more broken coverages we had on the last possession. Front seven has played very well tonight for the Cardinals. There's Coach Cole Kiefer on the sideline giving out instructions. Penalty on the play against the Cardinals, so we'll move it up 5 yards. So they will start at the 33-yard line.
30 seconds on the clock as Royce City comes out on offense. As Coach Deal said, just get a stop and get to the half with this 21-point margin. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Quarterback draw by the Bulldogs. Going right, staying in bounds, will be taken down at the 40-yard line. Pickup of 6 on the carry, and the Bulldogs use their second timeout of the night.
Good tackle there by Dalton Whitwer. And good hustle there by Otluski as well, coming back in on the play.
We do have a timeout on the play. Bulldogs using their second timeout. Cardinals lead 28-7. Cardinals have 2 timeouts remaining. Bulldogs have 1. We'll take a chance to go to the stat sheet, thanks to our stat man, Ross Graham. Trevor Ham is 13 for 18 passing, 178 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tatum Thompson is perfect, 3 for 3 tonight, 35 yards and a touchdown. And those touchdown receptions, 2 of them went to Carson Maynard. 1 of them went to Javon Smith. And Jacob Fields has the touchdown on the ground for the Cardinals. That's how you get to 28 points. After the timeout, 2nd down, 3, spring in the shotgun, throw it in the middle of the field, and he's going to be caught. Reception at the 50-yard line, 1st down, and that will stop the clock as they move the change. Roberson on the catch, quickly to the line. Cardinals are scrambling for that loose football, the stoppage of play. Here's the big hit at the end of the catch. Good open field tackle by number 8, Jacob Fields.
Big hit there by Dalton Whitworth.
Yeah, Whitworth comes in to finish him off. That's correct. We do have a flag on the play.
It's going to be offsides against the Cardinals.
+5 for the Bulldogs. Takes it to the Cardinal 45. 16 seconds on the clock. Bulldogs have 1 timeout remaining. Here's 1st and 5. And the official stop play. He's not finished giving his signal, sir. So please wait.
Well, it's his camera time.
So now that we've officially established it's offsides, now we're running the clock with 15 seconds. It's snapped. He has a lot of time, throws a drag route across the middle of the field, pickup of about 3 yards. Clock is rolling, and the Bulldogs will use their last timeout with 8 seconds on the clock. Cardinals still have 2 timeouts. They keep them in their pockets. It's going to be 2nd down 2 from the 42. They're going to need about 15 yards, maybe 20 yards to get into field goal range. And they do not have a timeout. So if you're a Royce City Bulldog fan, you're hoping for a 1st down catch and a run up and spike the football. If you're a Cardinal fan, you're just going to lay them on the ground a little longer and let those clock seconds run out.
Just don't let anybody get behind you. No defensive penalty. And let's go to the half.
A very good performance in the first 2 quarters by your Cardinals tonight.
Cameras on Jackson Ford. And a great move in for the Cardinals. He's had a good first half. Been very active.
2nd and 2, 8 seconds on the game clock. There's the snap. Spring rolls to his right. They throw the short out route. It's a catch and a 1st down and stopping the clock. Good play there by the Bulldogs. Roberson on the catch, and that puts them into long field goal territory.
46 yards.
46 yards if Coach Petroff decides to go that way. Excuse me. Bulldogs are going to send out the field goal team. So let's see.
The play took 3 seconds.
That's a good clock management there. Mitchell Stokes on for the 46-yard field goal attempt. Cardinals lead by 21.
There's a good chance Cardinals might be lined up off sides.
He's got a big drop as a kicker. He's got to get a big running start to make this long of a kick. It is up, and it's going to be no good. It's going to fall just short. It was a 46-yard attempt, and he kicked it 45 yards. So the score remains 28-7. We go to zeros on the clock. Coach Deal, your thoughts on the first half?
Great first half. Good bounce back game for the Cardinals so far. Definitely won the first half, but it's very important to win this second half and to keep this momentum coming out. And let's see, the Cardinals will get the ball coming out of the half. Just a good, solid performance on both sides of the ball. Thought the defense played great, especially in the first quarter. And then the offense has been consistent throughout, on the run with the runs, and just a very, I know this is just game 3, but definitely by far the most efficient passing game we've had from both quarterbacks tonight.
A very good half. Your Cardinals lead 28-7. We'll see the mighty Cardinal Band in just a moment. Let's take a break to hear from our sponsors. You are watching the Melissa Cardinals Network.
The service after the sale is something that will keep bringing my wife and I back as Sewell customers. Give them about 48 hours, tell them what you need service for. They bring you a loan car, pick up your car, take it back, do the service, and come and pick up the loan car. That's like being royalty. If that doesn't invoke loyalty, I don't know what does. I drive a Sewell.
Discover our wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles at Sewell Cadillac or SewellCadillac.com.
Sewell is fantastic. You feel you're involved in every step of the decision-making process. That really makes a big difference to me.
Discover our wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles at Sewell Cadillac or SewellCadillac.com.
The way Sewell treats me is, I feel important. I feel like I'm in first-class service each and every time I come to Sewell. I will always drive a Sewell.
Discover our wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles at Sewell Cadillac or SewellCadillac.com.
In the end, it's not the politician that builds this country. It's the entrepreneur, carrying the world's largest economy on their shoulders, putting Americans back to work. Really, they're the only ones who ever could. We've always been the entrepreneur's bank for the century behind and the century ahead. Vista Bank. Entrepreneurs banking entrepreneurs since 1912.
Cardinals Network, some highlights from tonight's first half. There's a great throw and catch, touchdown Carson Maynard in the end zone. It was a good call there to go for it on the defensive offsides. Threw it up for a touchdown to Maynard. Now there's a touchdown catch by Javon Smith, and then Carson Maynard with his second catch of the night. Great adjustment on the football, and it was an excellent play there. And then we have Jacob Fields going in for a touchdown run, the Cardinals' fourth touchdown of the night. Jacob Fields on the ground, and we welcome you into the booth here at Royce City ISD Stadium. Trey Graham and Coach Kenny Deal joining you on the Melissa Cardinals Network, and we have the mighty Cardinal Band down on the field, and so we're going to let you see them perform and hear from them. We'll talk more about the stats and the highlights of the first half in just a few minutes, but we want you to enjoy the performance of the mighty Cardinal Band. Welcome back to the Melissa Cardinals Network. This is halftime. Your Melissa Cardinals on the road lead the Royce City Bulldogs by a score of 28-7. Trey Graham, Coach Kenny Deal here. It is halftime, and the Melissa Cardinals are in the locker room enjoying their halftime break. You just saw the performance of the mighty Cardinal Band led by Jerry Wharton. You see the big full moon. It's not the red moon anymore, but you see the big full moon here in Royce City, Texas. Cardinals lead 28-7. It's time to check scores from other games around the area. Blue Ridge Tigers lead Wills Point Tigers 34-6 at half. Princeton Panthers trail Lake Dallas 14-6 in the second quarter. Frisco Centennial and Sherman tied 7-7 at half. Prosper Rock Hill leads Plano East 21-17 at half. Low scoring affair over there at Wildcat Ram Stadium. Coach, I know you were tracking. Berkner leads Richardson 7-0. So the Berkner Rams on the right side of the scoreboard there. Halftime, Highland Park Scots 30. Richardson Lake Highlands Wildcats 14. So Matt Stafford's enjoying his jersey retirement ceremony over there in Highland Park. Plano leads Arlington Bowie 21-14 at half. Allen Eagles against Arlington Martin playing at Choctaw 14-7. Allen with the lead. And checking other scores, McKinney Lions lead Flower Mound 28-14 at half. Dallas Jesuit all over Richardson Pierce 28-0 at half. We have Denton getting just whipped by Everman 34-6 at half. The Broncos on the wrong side of that scoreboard. McKinney Boyd and Plano West tied at 14. Rockwall trails Prosper 16-3 at half. Salina was winning 21-0 against Spring Legacy. Denison Yellow Jackets, our opponent later in the year, our district mates now. Denison leads Kennedale 21-20 at half. Commerce leads Howe 34-14 second quarter. And how about this one? Going to the halftime break, almost finished in the second quarter. Anna 34, Van Alstyne 8. Anna Coyotes are 2-0.
They are much improved Coyotes.
About to be 3-0. The Coyotes are for real this year.
Definitely on the high end of numbers there in Division 1 4A.
Sort of like the Orange people.
Sort of, yes, sir.
Yeah, wonder how that happens. It's also a big weekend in college football. We did mention the game of the week, America's team in action at historic Mikey Stadium. The Army Black Knights hosting UT San Antonio tomorrow, but there's a few other games of interest, including, Coach, your boys down there in the state capitol hosting Nick Saban and Roll Tide.
They are, Trey. I'm so excited that we started this game at 7 o'clock tonight, because I'm going to have to get up about 4:30 in the morning. And make
11 o'clock kickoff.
11 o'clock kickoff. I'm going to go watch that in person to see Alabama play.
So you can be back in time for church.
Always.
Yes.
Always, sir.
So do you have a pick there, Roll Tide coming into the Orange Bloods?
I would be definitely happy if Texas was able to beat the spread, which is at 20 points at home. So that's never a good sign when you're giving up 20 at home.
So the confidence is not overflowing?
Oh, it's not. No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Just wondering. Baylor's at BYU this weekend. Colorado and former Melissa Cardinals quarterback Brendan Lewis is on the road at Air Force Academy. And I guess if you're already at the University of Colorado, the altitude doesn't matter. But I can tell you when the Army team goes to play at Air Force, altitude matters.
It does matter.
It does.
Get your attention.
But if you're at Colorado, Buffalo, I guess you're already used to such things. The other games of interest, we have our friend Kirk Jack who's checking in. Let's see what Mr. Kirk Jack's email says. Oh, we already mentioned he's on his couch, which we think is different from Chris Tyner's couch. And Kirk Jack's team, Boomer Sooners, hosting Kent State at home, plus 34 to the Kent State. Aren't they the Zips?
I believe that's correct.
Something like that. Oklahoma State hosting Arizona State. Houston at Texas Tech. Appalachian State goes to the Aggies. Tomorrow, Jimbo schedules them. And all kinds of games. But let's go ahead and talk, of course, America's game, Army hosting UTSA. But then there's a Sunday night football game because the NFL's in action. Big win by the Buffalo Bills last night over the Los Angeles Rams. But let's talk Sunday night football.
Who would be playing in that game?
Well, that would be Tom Brady going to play at Dak Prescott. Buccaneers at the Cowboys. I think you're on record predicting an 8-9 season record for the Cowboys.
Yes, sir, Trey. I sure was.
So is this one of the 8 or one of the 9?
This is be one of the 9. I think they're going to get off to a kind of a rocky start, probably 0-2 as they've had the Bengals next week and Joe Burrow.
So all the Tom Brady drama is not enough to let the Cowboys win.
I think that probably just motivates him more.
Really?
Honestly, yes.
He is, I guess you could say there's some drama in the household over there in Brady land.
No, he's over 40, so he has a lot of drama in his life.
That's what he says. That's what he says. I'm 45 years old. There's a lot of stuff going on in my life. Yeah, that's true. So he brings the Buccaneers to Jerry World over there and goes home with a win, I think.
That's my prediction.
All right.
I hope I'm wrong.
All right, and Monday night, you've got the Russell Wilson Bowl, Seattle and Denver, where Russell Wilson's now wearing the orange team over there.
So that's not all about Joe and Troy on Monday night as they make their debut on Monday Night
Well,
Football.
that's true. The Melissa Cardinals' second favorite announcing team may be Troy Aikman and Joe Buck, and their debut on Monday Night Football. That's true. But it is the Russell Wilson Bowl over there as Denver plays Seattle. And according to ESPN, it just kind of got a little ugly over there in Seattle, and Russell won it out. And
I believe him and Coach Carroll might have had some issues.
yeah, it's all about you run the ball too much, and they sack me too much, and can he keep scrambling as well past the 30 age as he did before 30? And so it was time for a parting of the ways, and Russell's over there in Denver and just got a big new contract.
And got well compensated for the change.
Yes, sir. It's also tennis time right now. The United States Open's playing. We mentioned Serena last week's broadcast. Well, we have our resident tennis experts, Brad and Debbie Crawford, on their couch watching the Cardinals and the U.S. Open. And so our player of the week so far is the couch. Coach.
So far, had 3 big plays so far. So who's Brad predicting to be victorious?
Well, you'll have to ask Coach Crawford to let us know. They're cheering on the last American standing. That would be Mr. Tiafoe, I believe. And so we'll see what tennis expert Crawford sends us. They just let us know that they're watching. Lots of emails to read. We mentioned that our email address is mcnr@melissaisd.org. We often have a contest for the longest distance viewer award. And let me just go ahead and say it for the record. It's not going to be Chris Tyner's couch that wins the longest distance listener award, because we do have people in North Carolina, we do have people in Montana, and we have Ryan Fitzwater watching from Qatar.
Okay.
It's going to be tough to beat.
That will be very tough to beat.
Watching his favorite player, Gunnar Wilson. So thank you, Mr. Ryan Fitzwater, for your service and for joining us on, I guess, Saturday morning football.
Yes, thank you so much
over there in the
for your
sandbox.
service.
Charles Dwight joining us from Hawkins, Texas. Coach Barry Russell, that's Coach Russell Sr., and Coach Russell Jr., Jason's brother-in-law, Lee Martin, are watching halfway between Menard and Sonora. So what is halfway between Menard and Sonora, Texas?
I can't answer that.
A cactus?
That's a good guess.
Yeah.
A couple of jackrabbits.
Yeah, okay. Well, they're watching along with the Jackrabbits, but halfway between Menard and Sonora. Ken Presley is watching from Moore, Oklahoma. Proud grandparents of number 62, Andrew Presley. So thank you, Ken and Lily, for watching. Former Cardinals, Parker Jack and Colton Whitwer check in.
From Razorback country.
From Suey Pig Land, yes. Parker Jack and Colton checking in from Fayetteville, Arkansas.
It's just such a pleasure, guys, calling y'all's games. It was a pleasure watching y'all play, and we wish you the very best in your college experience.
It's the South Carolina Gamecocks at Arkansas tomorrow. I'm sure they'll be there to watch. Kirk Jack reminds us that he is Boomer Sooner, but he also is a Razorback fan since all his money goes there.
That's true.
He reminds us of that. So there's lots of emails coming in, mcnr@melissaisd.org. We love to hear from you. We have our good friend Sean Lear checking in as well. Sean Lear family, the A.J. Clark family. I assume they're on the couch. They don't mention the couch, but they're watching the action. So hello to the Clarks and the Lears. Hello and thank you for watching. All those emails coming in, mcnr@melissaisd.org. Our score, Melissa Cardinals 28, Royce City Bulldogs 7. You are seeing the Royce City Band perform. You got to watch and listen to the mighty Cardinal Band just a few moments ago. As we go to our stat sheet, Trevor Ham is 13 of 18 passing, 178 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tatum Thompson, as we mentioned, 3 for 3 passing, 35 yards and a touchdown. Trevor Ham has rushed for 19 yards. Jacob Fields has rushed for 30 yards and a touchdown. Nate Adejokin's been busy tonight, 10 carries, 74 yards on the ground. Receiving, we have Lincoln Dunn, the leading receiver tonight, 6 catches for 93 yards. And we have Carson Maynard, 2 catches, 55 yards. Both of those went for touchdowns, including that outstanding spin in the air adjustment that he made in the end zone. And we have Gunnar Wilson with 2 catches for 13 yards. Javon Smith has 4 catches, 38 yards, and a touchdown. Very balanced offense.
Yes, sir,
so
Trey.
far.
Yes, sir. And that's real close to 330 yards of total offense in the first half. So that's just a good job by the offense. And I was kind of critical last week at times during that game with the offense not pulling their weight, but 330 yards in the first half with 4 scores. That's just a great bounce back against this 6A defense tonight, Trey, and just really defense. I mean, the offense is really, steering the boat tonight.
On the defensive side, thanks to stat man Ross Graham, leading tackler tonight, Dalton Whitwer, with 7 tackles overall. And Nigel Smith has 5 tackles and a sack. Otluski with 6 total tackles. So thanks to Statman Ross Graham, and an outstanding performance. Really 2.5 games into the year, the best game so far played by your Cardinals.
Absolutely, best half of the season so far.
Against a very talented team. Remember, your Cardinals have just moved up to 5A Division II, the small side of Class 5A schools, and they are playing a 6A team here in Royce City. We've told you the story already tonight, but this is the second time Melissa's ever played in this stadium. First time they've ever played against this team, but they played here back in 2011 in the playoffs, defeating Dangerfield on the way to the state championship victory in 2011. Cardinals won a playoff game here, but this is the first time to play against the home team, the Bulldogs. So, Coach, we've got another listener who's heard your prediction of 8-9 for the Cowboys and a loss to start the year against the Buccaneers. So the question for you is your Super Bowl picks.
Let's say Buffalo and Tampa.
Buffalo and Tampa.
Yes.
Okay.
I think.
Can we not get rid of Tom Brady yet?
I don't think so. I think that he's always going to have something to prove until he doesn't. So that's my prediction.
Buffalo and the Buccaneers.
Yes.
Ross Graham, what's your Super Bowl? Ross Graham doubles down on the Buffalo-Tampa Bay pick. John Graham? Buffalo and Rams. A rematch of last night, says John Graham. Okay, if you're listening.
How about from our leader?
Well, it's not going to be Tom Brady. We already know that. Because Tom Brady and LeBron James are
somebody doesn't. Yeah, I understand.
Are in my,
I understand.
grouping together. So it's not going to be LeBron James and it's not going to be Tom Brady. So I like the Buffalo choice. I really think they played well last night. Josh Allen is a stud. I think that's a good choice on the AFC side. On the NFC side, Rams is a good choice. We're never going to pick the Buccaneers. And Paul Anderson already picked the Cowboys, which I don't feel like is going to happen. So the Rams is a good choice, but you can't forget old Aaron Rodgers and the Packers.
I understand that. That's a great choice. I don't know who he's going to throw to, though.
Well, yeah, but is it 2 or 3 MVPs in a row he's won?
I understand.
Going for number 3 this year?
Can't go wrong with that.
So because I can't copy John, I'm going to take the not the Buccaneers, the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills.
And Trey, as the Cardinals are coming out, as Jason Kay's leading them out, just real fast, another thank you to George James Realty and the Cardinals of the Week. If you're driving down 75, you can see their faces on the billboard out there, and that would be Jacob Fields. And for volleyball, Kinsey Sagleski. So good job to the volleyball girls.
As the Cardinals have made their way back out on the field through their inflatable tunnel, we welcome you back to the booth. This is Trey Graham, Coach Kenny Deal. There's Ross Graham. John Graham is back there. Our camera folks are outside this window and all over the stadium. Thank you to Game On Sports for bringing us this broadcast. Thank you for emailing in, mcnr@melissaisd.org. We love to hear from you. We try to keep you updated with all the stats and scores. And it's a great night for football. Your Cardinals have played an excellent first half. It's time to get the second half underway. Melissa leading 28-7. Melissa won the opening coin toss, chose to defer until the second half. And so they will get the football first. And we will put 12 minutes on the clock. It's time to get football started here in the third quarter in Royce City, Texas. 28-7, Melissa with the lead. We've got more emails coming in, mcnr@melissaisd.org.
Quick shout out to Pam and Ron Fortner listening in the beautiful Ozarks of Missouri. So thanks for listening, Pam and Ron. Hope y'all are doing well. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all in a few weeks.
There goes number 10, Lincoln Dunn, and number 8, Jacob Fields on their way back. If the Royce City Bulldogs choose to kick it deep to them. 2 of the speedsters back there for the Cardinals. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have our Super Bowl picks on record. You can chime in, let us know if you have your selections. mcnr@melissaisd.org. As the Bulldogs put their football on the tee, Mitchell Sykes is going to kick the ball away. And Cardinals will go on offense first here in the third quarter. And Stokes, that is, will take it, kick it deep to the 2-yard line. And it's going to be brought back past the 20, past the 30. Lincoln Dunn has speed past the 40, past the 50. The kicker's going to help take him down inside the plus 40-yard line. Great field position. And it's going to be 1st and 10, Cardinals at the 37.
Just a great addition there for the Cardinals, having Dunn.
Takes it from the 3-yard line. A 50-yard kickoff return. And finally taken down there by Cooper Crawford. And Cardinals are going to start 1st and 10 in great field position. 4 receivers left. Trevor Ham at quarterback, throws it quick. We may have a double pass play here, and we do into wide open center of the field. It's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Do they say he crossed the line before the ball came loose? What do we have here? Does the ball come loose in the playing field or in the end zone? We have a double pass and a potential touchdown. Cardinals think they scored. They're setting up for a swinging gate, but the officials now confirm touchdown, Cardinals.
Casano was quick to get on the ball. We'll see a replay here after the point after, and we can break this play down for you. Exciting way to start the half for the Cardinals.
1-play drive, 20 seconds into the half. Cardinals with 6 more points. They lead 34-7 as Aiden Pintor comes on for his 5th PAT attempt of the night. The kick is up, and it is good. Cardinals lead 35-7. A fantastic start to the half, and we'll get the chance to watch this together again. Double pass play, and it's going to be caught there by Javon Smith, and the ball may have come loose in the field of play, and Cusano smartly dives on it, as you say. We don't have a camera right on the goal line, but that was very close. And the Javon Smith with the catch. Double pass, touchdown, Cardinals.
Javon needs to secure that ball. Just got a little too loose with it.
Here we've got a sideline camera play. There's Carson Maynard who takes the pass, throws it. There's Javon with the catch at the 9-yard line, and the ball comes loose. Well, it's just very close. So it's either going to be ruled officially touchdown catch Javon Smith or fumble recovery for a touchdown by Mr. Casano. Either way, 7 points Cardinals.
Quick strike. Decent looking throw there by Carson. Pretty good spiral.
Coach.
So two receptions for touchdowns and 1 TD throwing the ball.
That's a pretty good play. They send the kickoff short, taken at the 28-yard line, up the right side, past the 30, past the 35, near the 40-yard line. On the return there is Caleb Watkins. We've got a lot of folks emailing in. Our folks from Hot Springs Village, Arkansas, Dr. John Majors and Liz Majors, your wardrobe consultant.
That's right.
Dr.
That's
Majors
right. So
checks in.
Our son Joey giving out instructions there for special teams.
Coach Majors and Rachel welcomed little Josh Paul Majors this last year, so congratulations to the new parents and grandparents. 1st and 10, Royce City at their own 40-yard line. Blitz coming, throwing it out to the left side, caught in open field, breaking a tackle past the midfield stripe, going out of bounds at the 44-yard line. Could have been a lot worse for the Cardinals.
Yes, fortunate to get enough contact to get him out of bounds.
It is a new set of downs for Royce City. They trail your Cardinals 35-7. The ball's on the big logo. They're going to hand the ball off on this first down play and pick up 2 yards. In on the tackle, there's Whitwer from the linebacker spot.
There was a flag on the play.
We do have a mark-off. It's going to be holding against the Royce City Bulldogs. Back them up onto their side of the midfield stripe. They'll mark it at the 47 of the Bulldogs. First down and 18 coming up. 10 yards from the spot of the fouls, how you run that one. And they're going to go stretch play to the right, and the Cardinals defense is right there. There's Jason Cave in the middle of that.
Probably Josh Nichols might be at the bottom of that as well. Yes, he is, number 23 for the Cardinals.
We'll bring up second down long. We are 1 minute into the third quarter. Cardinals already have a touchdown on the first drive, one play drive. Second down and 17. Ball near the midfield stripe. Melissa leading 35-7. Kenneth Spring throws it out to the left side. That's a backward pass, and the ball's loose. The Cardinals finally pick it up. Jacob Fields with the grab. And now let's see if that indeed is a lateral. It should be a turnover if the Cardinals defense grabs it. And the officials are talking to Matt Nally, who's asking the same question. We are. Here's the replay, and that pass from Spring is indeed backwards. It went 2 yards in the reverse direction. That's a loose ball. Jacob Fields smartly picks it up. That should be Cardinals football.
And the referee on that side was immediately saying incomplete pass. That was not that. They missed that one. Let's just simply say it nicely. They missed that call.
That was a lateral. Cardinals not able to get possession. 3rd and 17. Spring in the shotgun is going to stand in the pocket, throw a strike across the middle. It's going to be caught. It's going to be just short of the sticks. 4th down coming up for the Bulldogs. Standing in there with some pocket presence, throwing it late into traffic, and making the catch there for the Bulldogs was Nicholas Weaver. Brings up 4th and 1. They're going to give it to Mitchum out of the shotgun, and he's going to be able to break a tackle and get just enough for a new set of downs.
Just enough. Just couldn't quite hold him back.
Clock hits 2 minutes gone by here in the third quarter. Our email address, mcnr@melissaisd.org. Marcus Eckert checks in and says, Allie and Jet Eckert are watching from the back porch. Go Cardinals.
Good to hear from you, Marcus.
First down and 10. They're going to give the handoff going left and having a hole and a first down. That's a quick change of pace there by Jonah Roberson. And the Bulldogs are putting together a good drive. First down at the 15 of the Cardinals. We do have a player shaken up on the field, so there'll be a small break in the action here. We have our #1 fan in the city of Fort Worth watching, Frank Graham, joining us on the Melissa Cardinals Network. After that injury timeout, here comes the Cardinals back out on the field, and we'll resume action. First down and 10 at the Cardinal 15.
Cardinals D needs to stand up here after losing that break, forcing that turnover.
Quickly into the seam. It's caught on first down and quickly tackled there. That was Cody Scanlon in there on the tackle.
Yep.
But he picks up 7. That's number 19 Scanlon, and there's number 4 Packard also in on that tackle. On second down, the Bulldogs hand the ball off and go nowhere. It's going to bring up third down, obviously in field goal range, but you're down by 4 scores here, third quarter. Third down, 3 coming up from the 8-yard line. Kenneth Spring, number 2, quarterback's gone all the way. He has 2 receivers left. He throws it left and quickly there to shut it down. Nigel Smith was there, and so was Jake Patusik.
It might have been Scanlon back in 19 there, Trey.
Fourth down coming up for the Bulldogs, and they do send in the field goal unit. Is that you, John? John Graham says, watch the fake, coach. So we'll see. Here comes the 25-yard field goal attempt for the Bulldogs. They have a fake punt tonight that was converted, and this kick is up, and the field goal is good, and our score is 35-10. Cardinals with the lead.
Packer got close to blocking that coming off the edge with speed.
Lots more emails coming in. We try to get to these as often as we can. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us. Trey Graham, Coach Kenny Deal here at Royce City, ISD Stadium. The email address mcnr@melissaisd.org. Aaron Good from MREC cheering on the Cardinals and the Mighty Cardinal Band. Their son Camden is a freshman trumpet player, and they as well are on the couch in Melissa, Texas. So thank you, Aaron Good, for checking in. Misty Humphreys joins the couch parade. Misty and Scott Humphreys as well.
I think people are just scared of the Princeton traffic.
Is that what it was?
I think that's what it was.
Well, the Josephine traffic was, that was nothing to sneeze at, Coach. But it was the Princeton, definitely. We learned what rush hour in Princeton looks like today. All right, after the field goal, Royce City will be kicking off. So they prefer their couch over the Princeton traffic is what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right, Bulldogs will kick the ball off on their 40-yard line. They're going to do the short kick, and it will be fair caught by the Cardinals. That's Carson Maynard with the good hands, and the Melissa offense will come out near their 29-yard line, leading 35-10. Your Melissa Cardinals 0-2 coming in, a tough loss on the road at Argyle, a tough loss to China Spring, the defending state champs last week in the home opener. And now we're on the road again, having passed through Princeton and Josephine to get to Royce City. Cardinals on the road with a big lead, 35-10. Trevor Ham in the game at quarterback, has Nate Adejokin next to him. Trips right bunch, and they're going to give it to Nate on the draw play, and he's going to pick up 10.5 yards.
Move those sticks. Good job, offensive line.
Former Cardinals checking in, Seth Pintor says hello and go Cardinals. Another trips right, first down from the 39. And give it to Adejokin again. And he pushes that pile forward following the center, Carson Surratt. And it's a gain of 5 on that carry.
Surratt has done a good job tonight.
Seth Pintor does not tell us if he's on the couch or not, so we cannot confirm or deny. Trips right, 2nd and 5, and Ham's going to throw it out to the right side. Cusano with the catch, and he's not able to break that tackle, and he'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down coming up, Cardinals. 7.5 minutes to go in the quarter.
Packers checking in for Adejokin. Will be in the backfield as a running back.
There he is, number 4, standing next to Ham, number 6. With number 7, Gunnar Wilson just to their right. 3rd down, 5. Trevor Ham's gone all the way tonight except for one series in which Tatum Thompson went 3 for 3 and threw a touchdown. Here's 3rd down coming up, and Ham's going to throw the football, stands in the pocket, has time, throws it deep down the right sideline, and it's intended and out of bounds. That was Maynard on the intended receiver. And just couldn't bring it down inbounds. Threw it over the outside shoulder, but caught it with one foot on the white stripe. So it's 4th down and punt time for the Cardinals.
See if Aiden can pin them in the corner.
We have 6:51 to go in the quarter. Cardinals lead 35-10. Pintor, the brother of Aiden, who just emailed in, he's going to punt this left-footed on the scramble. The right-footed punter scrambles to his left because of pressure, punts it away left-footed, and the Cardinals down it at the 34-yard line. Good play by the punter.
We saw a couple of great escapes from him last year, Trey, so I'm a little disappointed he just didn't run that.
I thought he might rumble down the left sideline there for a minute.
See his running skills.
But he chose to show his dual kicking ability. The right footer kicks it away with the left foot. And Royce City offense will come out at their own 34-yard line. And it's a handoff going right. Mitchum, he stiff arms and makes a tough run. That's a good play by number 11, Mitchum, for the Bulldogs. Picks up 12 yards and a Royce City first down.
It's run of the night there. Mitchum was running angry on that last play.
First down, Bulldogs at the 46. Rolling left, throwing it into the left flats to an open receiver, and it's going to be a positive play. You see Packard in there, and Cave and Whitwer on the tackle. Gain of 6 for the Bulldogs. Spring takes the handoff, or the snap, and gives the handoff to Mitchum, and he goes nowhere this time.
Otluski there to meet him.
Going to be a loss of yardage. 3rd down, 7 now for Bulldogs, who are letting that clock roll. It's a Cardinals fan, the clock is right now. Trips left, and Spring has it, has a lot of time. Now he's going to scramble out of the pocket, and he'll be taken down. Jason Cave with the tackle. Secreto was there to close it out. It's going to be 4th down. Decision time for Royce City and their head coach, David Petrov. And he sends in the punt team, down 35-10. Seth Pintor says little brother Aiden should have tucked it in and run the football. I'm sure you'll tell him that tonight when the game is over, because he's probably not listening to us right now. Under 5 minutes to go in the quarter. Punt time for the Bulldogs. Snap is a good one, and the punt is a good one. And Jacob Fields is going to let it take a Cardinal bounce, and the Bulldogs will down it at the Melissa 25-yard line.
It's going to be a flag down on the play. The 32-yard line.
4:44 to go in the quarter. Melissa led 28-7 at halftime. They lead 35-10 now. Thanks for joining us on this Friday night. We had an early start tonight. Kickoff was at 7 p.m. tonight.
There's a little Cardinal fan there that braved the Princeton traffic.
The officials are talking to Coach Petrov to see their decision. Got a good contingent on the far sideline. I'm sure our folks in the camera can show us the good showing of black and red clad Cardinal fans over there on the far side. In the steep incline, you know what that looks like to me, don't you?
What does it look like?
It looks like Anna's basketball gym.
Very similar. Yes, about the same size.
45-degree angle of the stands.
This is an 8,000-seat stadium built in 2008. I believe Royce City was probably a 3A school when this was built, and just a fine facility out here sitting right off of Interstate 30.
So you don't really want to run those stairs, I don't think.
No, sir. No, sir.
That's a serious incline over there. But it does. It looks like Anna's basketball gym. Coach Pfeiffer would agree, we think?
I think he would agree.
Yeah. Coach Pfeiffer, Kyle, the head basketball coach of the Anna Coyotes, member of our church family. Of course, member of your actual family, as a matter of fact.
That is true.
Yes. I don't know that I
normally mention that in
I was
public.
going to say, I don't know if I should have said that on the air. Maybe he didn't want me to say that, but now we know.
Probably more so in that way, that he doesn't want to associate himself with me.
All right, after the penalty is marked off, it will be.
I don't understand this call.
It'll be a penalty against the Cardinals.
Offsides. My bad. Didn't pick that up. Thank you.
Offsides was accepted against the Cardinals on the punt game, which gave Royce City an automatic first down at the Cardinal 49-yard line. Trips left, and they're going to hand the ball off to Mitchum, and he falls down at the line of scrimmage.
Secreto on the stop for the Cardinals.
Second down 10. Right there on that big Texas Bulldog head. What's the official term when you have a logo at the middle of the field, Mr. Construction? Just a logo? I mean,
just a logo.
You don't have any fancy construction term? Okay, Spring is going to run quarterback draw straight up the middle of the field, and he's going to have a first down to the Cardinal 31-yard line. Midfield logo or
just field? You call it field graphics in the package.
Field graphics.
Field graphics.
See, I knew there had to be a official name. There's Spring on the quarterback draw. Tough run by the quarterback, and he runs into Jacob Field, who makes the tackle. First down, Bulldogs at the 31. Trips right. They're going to give it to Mitchum again, and he'll push the pile forward. And Secreto there on the tackle. That was Micah Finan also. Gain of 4 on the play. Clock rolling, 3:40 to go in the third quarter. Cardinals lead 35-10. Quarterback Kenneth Spring, number 2, looks to the home sideline for the play call. He's got receivers to each side. They're going to run Mitchum again. And it's an effective 3 and 4 and 5 yards, but this is not how you come back 35-10.
You are absolutely correct.
Third down 4 coming up. Bulldogs, again, no huddle, but not what you'd call hurry-up mode. Trips left. Spring rolls left, throws left. It's almost picked off by Jason Cave. Number 33 there.
He'll be thinking about that when he puts his head on the pillow tonight.
Yeah, that one fell through his arms, unable to bring that one in. Fourth down 4, Bulldogs.
His eyes might have went upfield for just a split second. Good position, though.
Here's fourth down attempt for the Bulldogs. Spring's going to run quarterback draw, and he's going to have a first down. And it gets slung down there by
that's Jake
Patusek. He got his first start tonight, but the Bulldogs do get a first down on the quarterback draw. It's going to be a new set of downs at the Cardinals' 16-yard line. 2:52 in the quarter.
I do remember that Jake's family moved to Melissa when he was in the 6th grade. Mr. Murphy and myself escorted them around the community of Melissa, and they decided to move to Melissa and raise him in Melissa away from Royce City, and it's been a good move for Jack. I'm sure he's very excited to come back to where he started his school career and play out here on this field.
Our emails keep coming in. The address is mcnr@melissaisd.org. We have a stop in the action, and the officials are chatting down there on the field. Clock stop, 2:52 to go. We have a Melissa timeout on the field. That's why we have a stop in the action. Hunter, Katie, Johnny, and Judge Parker are watching from their couch in Melissa, Texas. They say go Cardinals, which again I presume is not Chris Tyner's couch. Here's that quarterback draw that got them the first down, and a good form tackle in the open field there by Patusik. You just mentioned the Royce City native now playing for the Melissa Cardinals.
Yes, sir.
So thank you to the Parkers, and if you're sitting on Coach Tyner's couch, then say hello to him. First down and 10 at the 16-yard line after the Melissa timeout. 2 receivers left. Bad snap, and Spring has to fall on it, but the Cardinals are going to recover. And jumping in on that loose football, there's Micah Finan. Turnover. Offense for the Cardinals comes out.
Junior just came in the game on this series. Going to get on the stat sheet with a fumble recovery.
That's the snap. There's Spring having to chase it. He tries to pick it up instead of diving on it. Micah Finan does dive on it, makes a good, secure recovery. First down, Cardinals. Good play. Stops that Royce City drive. Melissa will take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. And we do have a change at quarterback. Tatum Thompson's in for his second drive of the night. And we have a second change at running back. Josh Nascimento checks into the game, and Marcus Nascimento, his family is watching, and I'll tell you where in a moment after he gets his first carry of the night. A great time to read an email from Marcus Nascimento. Mom is watching from home. Dad is watching in San Antonio. The grandparents are watching. Some of them are in New York City, and some of them are in Brazil.
Wow.
So thank you to the Nascimento family watching in Brazil. We do have a flag on the play, and it's going to be a holding call against the Cardinals, so it will wipe out Mr. Nascimento's first carry of the night, but you got to see him on TV in Brazil, and we're very glad that's
also in its
opportunity
in
for
its
you.
center tray is number 55, sophomore Jacob Wasserman for the Cardinals.
So Thompson's second play of this drive at quarterback on 1st and 20 from the 20. Where's jersey number 11? Claps the hands, throws it out to Javon Smith. It'll be a short gain on the left sideline. We'll bring up 2nd down and 15 for the Cardinals, as Melissa's starting to rotate some of the younger players into the game with a big lead in the 3rd quarter. Stack left, and Thompson's going to stand in the pocket, has time, looks back to now the left, has more time, the loose football, and there's a scramble, and the Bulldogs are going to pick it up, and they're going to have 1st and goal. It was the exact opposite situation. The offensive player a moment ago for the quarterback for Bulldogs, now the quarterback for the Cardinals. The offensive player tried to scoop it up and run with it. The defender just dove on it, and in both cases, the defender is the one who comes up with the recovery. There's Thompson, you see in the pocket, has a lot of time, now looks to his left, and the ball just gets out of his hands. He tries to grab it there. He was laying on the ground, and the Bulldogs defense does a good job. They get a turnover. 1st and goal, Royce City from the Cardinal 5.
You could see his head looking downfield, checking off his receivers, just couldn't find anyone open.
And there's Spring, and he's going to give it to Mitchum, and he's going to have a touchdown, and they get points right off the turnover.
Happens so often, you get that turnover and you strike quickly. She didn't have far to go, but did not give the defense there. Just jumped right in there, ran through 2 tackles.
Tough run by a tough running back, number 11. Senior Sam Mitchum goes in from 5 yards out. Gives the Bulldogs their 2nd touchdown of the night. And now Stokes is on for the PAT attempt with 2:18 to go 3rd quarter. Low snap, The kick is up, and it is good. And our score is 35-17. And we have the officials with a chat.
There's a flag down, so we had a Cardinal that jumped over the line. There's a good chance that might have been the call.
They'll, I assume, choose not to take points off the board. They will go talk with Coach Petrov for the Bulldogs. 35-17 is the score with that PAT good, unless Coach Petrov chooses to take those points off the board. I assume he will have it enforced on the kickoff. So here is our official giving us the signal.
Curious on what the signal is.
It's a personal foul against the Cardinals, and they are going to indeed enforce it on the kickoff. So, Coach, remember what that means. You normally kick off from your own 40 plus 15. Now you're kicking off at the plus 45, which means...
I think you're down 18 points. That's a good time for that.
I think if I was kicking off from the plus 45, I'd be looking at an onside kick here. Cardinals should be sending out the hands team. Up 35-17, late third quarter. Here is the replay of what that penalty was, and we will show you the dive over the top right there. And the ball might have even been touched by Jacob Fields, but it went through successfully. But you're not allowed to hurdle the offensive line, even if you have the athletic ability to do so.
It's all about player safety.
So they do mark off 15 yards against the Cardinals. So Bulldogs will be kicking off from the plus 45. Coach Matt Nally uses his second timeout of the half, probably to discuss what we just talked about. Watch for the onside kick here. Send the hands team out there. What does that mean? Football lingo. Hands team means you send the guys out there that are used to touching the football. You got your running backs and your receivers, often quarterbacks.
Well, if you look out there is a quarterback on the field right now.
Often you put your backup quarterbacks on the hands team, the guys that are used to handling the ball, because that onside kick, if it's done correctly, is going to be bouncing all over the place, and you just got to grab it and fall on it.
Tatum's on our sideline. Close to sideline number 11.
They choose to put the ball in the left hash. Used to be you could put everybody on one side of the football, but again, player safety, you have to have 4 guys on either side of the ball. So if you're predicting, you're going to watch coming right into your living room the onside kick bounding this way, and instead they're going to cross everybody up and kick it out of the back of the end zone.
Happens a lot, Trey. You set all that up, and then they just ruin your script.
It was a great explanation of onside kick strategy that you did not see employed there. Hello, welcome back to the booth. This is Trey Graham. That's Coach Kenny Deal. There's Ross Graham. John Graham's back here. We're glad you're joining us here in Royce City ISD Stadium. Your Melissa Cardinals have gone on the road to take on the Class 6A Bulldogs, and Melissa leads 35-17. And again, if I'm a Bulldog fan, I don't know why you just give away 20 yards of field position. You could have had the chance at a recovery, but they don't do that. They're going to run Nascimento for the friends in Brazil on that first carry. He'll pick up 8 yards on a tough run.
He runs hard, lowers his shoulders.
Second down, 2 coming up. 2 minutes to go in the quarter. And he's going to get the football again and tries to break the way, and he's not able to. Good tackle there for the Bulldogs. And it's going to be a loss of yardage. That is Caleb Robb, the linebacker for the Bulldogs, on that tackle.
Yeah, good spot there for the Cardinals. Actually, there's a positive run.
Forward progress. All right. In that case, the forward progress was generous.
They're gonna just call it a first down, Trey.
Well, Cardinal fans will take it. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Trips right to the wide side. The defense jumps. Ham's back in the game at quarterback. They do not let the play continue. They're going to mark off 5 yards against the Bulldogs. It'll be 1st down 5 for the Cardinals. Ham was not able to use the free play opportunity like he did earlier in the ball game when he threw a touchdown pass to Carson Maynard on a similar situation. Here comes trips right again. 1st and 5 from the Cardinal 40-yard line. And the snap is back, and hand the ball off. And running into a mass of humanity are the Cardinals. Not able to pick up much. That's Adejokin on the carry. He's been busy tonight.
Pretty much got the starters all back in. Another flag came out on the play. After the play was over.
Adejokin's approaching 100 yards on the night. And we have a personal foul called against the Cardinals, and we have a Cardinals player down on the field. It's an opportunity to thank our great sponsors. Again, George James Realty, Maria's Mexican Restaurant, the First Melissa Student Ministry led by Tyler Normand. We have Skylar Ammons Real Estate, the Dugout Sports Grill, where we broadcast our show every Monday evening. You can join us at 5:30 p.m. for the recording of the Cardinal Scoreboard show every Monday night at the Dugout. Thanks to all those great sponsors, and we have wonderful sponsors we'll hear from now. This is Melissa Cardinals Network, and we'll be right back.
School is fantastic. You feel you're involved in every step of the decision-making process. That really makes a big difference to me.
Discover our wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles at Sewell Cadillac or SewellCadillac.com.
In the end, it's not the politician that builds this country. It's the entrepreneur, carrying the world's largest economy on their shoulders, putting Americans back to work. Really, they're the only ones who ever could. We've always been the entrepreneur's bank, for the century behind and the century ahead. Vista Bank, entrepreneurs banking entrepreneurs since 1912.
Welcome back to the Melissa Cardinals Network. After the injury timeout, we have a flag called against your Cardinals, a personal foul penalty. Will back the football all the way up to their own 24-yard line. It is 2nd down, 21 coming up for the Cardinals. As the clock says 70 seconds to go, third quarter. Melissa leading 35-17. They led 28-7 at half. We'll get to more emails, mcnr@melissaisd.org, mcnr@melissaisd.org. Nate Adejokin has run for 88 yards so far in this game. And Trevor Ham has thrown for 178.
Jacob Wasserman checks in for Brandon Ward. He's coming into the guard position. Last series he played center.
They're going to call this 1st down and 21. Ham in the game, and he fakes it to Adejokin, keeps it to the right side, and runs into a tough tackle. Picks up about 3 on the carry. 2nd down and long as we're under a minute remaining third quarter. We'll check some emails and some scores of other local games. Anna Coyotes had a big lead over the VA earlier. Anna trying to go to 3-0 on this season. Here comes 2nd down, 17. Throw the swing pass out to Adejokin in the left flats, able to avoid the first man and the second man, and he'll get it back to near the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 11 coming up, and a good way to get him in the open field.
Yep. Gotten 14 of these yards back. See if they can pick up the last 11 here on 3rd down.
Ball spotted at the Cardinal 34. They do not have to run another play in the third quarter, and it appears they shall not run another play in the third quarter. So as the clock goes to 0 after 3 stanzas, Cardinals lead 35-17. You are joining us here on the Melissa Cardinals Network. Thank you for being a part of this. Get to a few more emails, then we'll get to scores. Mrs. Tyner says she's checking in as well from the couch. And then she has a shout out to everybody. Band, flags, cheers, students, student council, board, student section, ... So Mrs. Tyner checks in. Stacy Needham says the Needhams are watching from their couch. I presume these are all separate couches, Coach.
I would think so. Yes, sir. I agree with that. But
we should have had a couch salesman as a sponsor for tonight's broadcast. Our friend producer Craig says they wish they had a couch down in the truck. They're probably sitting on a pickle bucket down there in the production truck.
Couch and a better air conditioner.
Yes, there's, as they say, you can put a man on the moon, but you can't put an air conditioner in a production truck. I don't know why, but because you got 7,000 electronic items going on at one time. Okay. So thanks to all those who are sitting on their couch and watching tonight's game from Royce City as we begin the fourth quarter of play. 35-17, Cardinals with the lead. They have third down and 11. Switch ends of the field. There's number 6, Trevor Ham, in the shotgun. Twins to the right side, looks to the right side, stands in the pocket, throws a deep post route, and it's going to be a good catch. Carson Maynard with the great hands, first down, Cardinals.
Good job by Maynard using his body.
First down 10, Cardinals at the Bulldog 30-yard line. Great conversion on the post route. New set of downs for the Cardinals. Ball spotted in the middle of the field. 2 receivers left, 1 right. They'll give it to Nascimento over the left guard, and he'll pick up about 3 yards on the carry. Told you we would check some scores of the other games around the area. We'll do that in just a moment. Second down, 7 coming up. Nascimento standing next to Ham. He goes in motion. They fake the swing pass, and they throw it to the pylon. It's going to be caught. Lincoln Dunn, spin move, touchdown, Cardinals. Great athletic play, Lincoln Dunn.
Yes, it was.
We'll watch this on the replay. There's the fake to Nascimento. Dunn catches it at the 3, spin move, puts the ball over the pylon. Touchdown, Cardinals. They lead 41-17. And here comes Seth Pintor's little brother out there to kick this one. He's been busy tonight. There's the kick, and Aiden's PAT is good again. He's perfect on the night. And 6 for 6. Cardinals lead 42-17. Now we'll get to a few more scores of the games going on around the area. Lots of games in action, of course. Berkner 42, Richardson 0, Coach. It's been a big third quarter for the Berkner Rams.
Is that a rival game?
Well, you know, yes. Lake Dallas 28, Princeton 10, third quarter. Allen 20, Arlington Martin 16 over there at Choctaw. Let's see. McKinney Lions lead Flower Mound 42-21. As we're getting ready for the kickoff, we'll show you another view of this great catch by Lincoln Dunn. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dallas Jesuit leads J.J. Pierce 28-0. We've got the Hughes Springs Mustangs leading the Leonard Tigers 22-14. As the most distinguished graduate in the history of Leonard High School, who in the world is Hughes Springs?
Hughes Springs was one of those East Texas schools, Trey. Okay. I believe Chad Morris might have had a run through Hughes Springs.
Really?
Maybe no, I'm wrong. That was Eustis. My bad.
Yes,
that was Eustis.
I've heard of Eustis. Okay. Pooch kick for the Cardinals, fair caught by the Bulldogs. They'll have good field position as they start it. But your Leonard Tigers are losing to whoever the Hughes Springs Mustangs are. Plano West and McKinney Boyd tied 21-all in the fourth quarter. Commerce leading Howe at halftime. Anna 48, Van Alstyne 16 in the third quarter. And producer Craig says here's one more chance to look at that great catch and spin move by Lincoln Dunn. And the Lincoln Dunn fan club is going to enjoy the broadcast tonight, aren't they?
That's 3 good looks at that.
Here comes 1st and 10 Bulldogs at their own 41-yard line after that short kickoff. Cardinals lead 42-17. The quarterback spring loses the football. It's on the ground. The Cardinals are scrambling for it. Melissa says they recovered it.
Don't believe he ever got the possession back, did the quarterback.
And the Cardinals do have the football after the fumble on the trouble on the shotgun snap. First down, Melissa at the Bulldog 29. Look at this replay. He just lets it drop out of his hands. And there's a scramble for the football. And right there on the spot for the Cardinals, you've
Landon Brando, I believe, Trey.
Landon Brandow, number 25. Also, Alex Ruiz, number 40 there, picking up the loose football. Turnover, Cardinals offense. I imagine we'll see some position and personnel changes for Coach Matt Nally as he's come into the 6A stadium and he's putting it to the Bulldogs right now.
Katie Dale Jones says that Hughes Springs is east of Dangerfield.
Okay, well then we never got that far because we went to Dangerfield and we just didn't go any further. I thought Shreveport was what was east of Dangerfield. Okay, Ham still in the game. He throws it down the left sideline. It's going to be an incomplete pass and a flag comes in. Ross Graham signaling defensive pass interference. It was intended for Gunnar Wilson, and we'll wait for the officials to see if they agree with Ross Graham.
Nate Hemsley he was agreeing with Ross.
Here's the replay, and the DB runs into Gunnar, puts his face mask in his chest. The ball was a little bit short, and there you see the flag coming in. And the young man's arguing his case before the jury there, and the referees say, go away, we're having a chat. So now the officials are giving us, they're signaling to each other from 1 foot away. That is going to be DPI, and Ross Graham will be correct. I guess Ross Graham and Nate Hemsley in this case. There it is, officially defensive pass interference. We'll get to see it on the replay. It's going to be 15 yards and a first down. Here it is one more time. DB number 6, Miguel Smith, runs into the chest of Gunnar Wilson. Defensive pass interference, and he pleads his case unsuccessfully. First down, Cardinals at the 13-yard line. Twins right to the wide side, and they're going to hand the ball off, and it's going to be a positive gain of 2 yards on the play. And there's a scramble. The loose ball, Bulldogs think they have it. They think the play's alive. Nobody knows what's happening. The Bulldog is currently in possession of the football. That's Caleb Watkins.
They're saying Bulldog ball.
At the bottom of the pile, somebody came out of the pile with the football. They had already called the play dead, but Royce City will take over, leading, or trailing, that is. Bulldogs trail 42-17.
Not a good turnover there for the Cardinals. Deep in Bulldog territory.
We have more couch emails coming in. Did we already mention Stacy Needham on their couch?
You did.
And we have Jim and Gwen Benson joining in us from the state of Washington. Coach Ryan Hamilton and Casey Hamilton's grandparents. There's the turnover, the scramble, and you see indeed, he's down on the play, but you see the Bulldogs did recover that. Here on first down, after the turnover, they're going to give it to Mitchum on a tough run, and he'll pick up yardage out to the 25-yard line.
Fields on the tackle.
Tom Kyle says the Kyles are watching from that couch. Again, I'm going to assume not Chris Tyner's couch, but Tom Kyle checks in. Thank you, sir. We'll get to more emails, mcnr@melissaisd.org. First down, Bulldogs at their own 25-yard line, 10.5 minutes to go. Spring throws it out to the left flats, and it's dropped. Intended for Hayden Tansley, but couldn't bring it in. Gunnar Wilson and Jason Cave were the footsteps that he heard. Second down and 10. Clock stopped on the incomplete pass. 2 receivers left. Spring stands in the shotgun. Blitz coming, and they're going to throw it down the middle of the field. It's almost picked off. There's Jacob Field, who's trying, coach, to win Defensive Player of the Game for the second week in a row. Incomplete, 3rd and 10.
It's a good break on the ball.
Just as you say, closed in. Pass was intended for Roberson. Jacob Fields came right in, tipped it away. Good play by the senior safety. Future La Tech football player. Here comes 3rd and 10. Bulldogs, their own 25-yard line. 3 receivers to the left, looking left. His spring steps up in the pocket, throws it late down the seam, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. It was intended for Hayden Tansley, and it's incomplete. 4th and 10.
Josh Nichols on the coverage for the Cardinals.
Here's a replay of our good play by Nicholas from that defensive back position. Good coverage. And incomplete pass. Here comes the punt team for the Bulldogs. Welcome back to the booth. Trey Graham, Coach Kenny Deal, Ross Graham, John Graham. We are glad you were joining us here at Royce City Stadium. And Cardinal fans, drill team, cheerleaders, band, all kinds of folks across the way from us. Snap is back, and the kick is a short one. And the Cardinals are going to yell, "Get away from it." And it'll be down right near the midfield stripe. The Cardinals offense will come out. 9:56 to go in the ball game. Cardinals leading 42-17. Our friends Jim and Christy Gump check in, cheering on their favorite Cardinal, Dalton Whitwer, driving through Alabama and now Tennessee. Christy, Tyler, Whitney, Courtney, and Jim Gump cheering on Dalton Whitwer, not from the couch, but from the car.
From the car.
Unless they have a couch in the car.
I understand.
Okay.
Dalton's played well tonight.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And Thompson's in the game, and they're going to hand the ball off for the first time tonight to Bishop Curry. Number 32 gets the carry. Junior running back, and he'll pick up 5 yards. I know Mr. Gump, and I'm going to assume no couch in the car.
I'd assume so.
Okay. Here comes 2nd down. We'll give him 5 on that play, 2nd down 5. And the Cardinals, that, ladies and gentlemen, is called a huddle. It's when a group of football players get in a circle and talk to each other. Doesn't happen much in Cardinal land, but when you're up by 25 points and you're trying to run out the clock, that's what it looks like. Tatum Thompson, number 11 in the shotgun, and he has Bishop Curry next to him in the backfield, and they're going to give it to Curry again, and he'll push forward right near the sticks. It'll be 3rd and 1. We enjoy hearing from you wherever you happen to be watching or listening, or wherever your couch is. mcnr@melissaisd.org. You can send in your Super Bowl picks, or you can just say "Go Army, beat UT San Antonio" if you'd like to do that. "Go Black Knights" is always welcome. Or you can console Coach Deal in advance for when he goes down there and roots on the Longhorns tomorrow.
That's just rude.
Coach, you're the one who picked your team to lose, not me. I'm just letting them console you in advance. 3rd down and 1. Give it to Curry for the 3rd play in a row. And the pile is pushed forward. 1st down, Cardinals.
Yeah, Bishop got a little help from his friends there on the push. Bishop is a junior, getting some action tonight.
A.J. Cole, one of those offensive linemen in the game. Carson Surratt still in the game. And Grayson Spann has checked in as well.
Sophomore is Grayson.
1st down and 10. Christy Gump checks in and says, on the drive through Alabama and Tennessee, there's no couch and no gym. Okay. So it's the gymless, couchless Gump family who's driving. On this play, they're going to hand the ball off, and Curry has the carry, that is, and we got yellow hankies everywhere on the field right now.
Unfortunately, this penalty probably induced possible injury for the Cardinals.
Clock stops, 7:49 to go in the ball game. Melissa with the big lead. And we'll watch the officials and come back to the replay to see if we can figure out what it was. There's the handoff to Curry, and his forward progress is stopped. So I think one of the flags is this violent takedown.
One of our linemen was even taken down more violently than that.
We've got a personal foul penalty called against the Bulldogs. That ball was at the 39. They're going to march it all the way down to...
This could be a double foul trade, like 2 Hulk Hogan body slams.
So you've got a 15-yarder which would take it to the 24. And then you've got another 15-yarder, which can only be a half the distance. That's 12 yards. That's how we get from the 24 to the 12. So you had 2 personal foul penalties marked off against the Bulldogs. Cardinals first down and 10 at the 12. Bishop Curry, number 32, gets another handoff and a tough run down to the 7-yard line, gain of 5. And Cardinals threatening here with 7.5 minutes to go in the game. With more couch emails coming in, mcnr@melissaisd.org. Coach, you mentioned there were 2 body slams. Here's the first one, and there's the second one. Good job by the boys in the truck. And you see the man's going to run out of flags when he keeps slamming people down like that. Cardinals letting that clock roll. Second down 5 from the 7-yard line. 2 receivers left. Bishop Curry with the busy drive takes it down to the goal line, and they're going to spot him inches short.
Very close. We'll see this on the replay if he gets it across.
Ross Graham signaled touchdown, but the guys in the stripes did not.
I'm sure Bishop will get another opportunity.
Here's the replay. Let's see if the ball crosses the proverbial
Nope, good call.
plane. Oh, that was close, Coach. Ross Graham might have been right.
Elbow was down.
They're going to spot it at the 1-inch line. It's going to be first and goal. And it's going to allow the clock to continue to roll under 6.5 minutes to go. Cardinals again in the mysterious huddle. See if Bishop Curry gets another chance from the inch line. Thompson in the shotgun. Gives it to Curry, and touchdown Cardinals. Touchdown Bishop Curry.
Bishop is excited. Good job there by this group that came in. A lot of young linemen. Bishop getting his first significant action of the season. So the junior is on the stat sheet with a touchdown.
And Cardinals are going to bring out the PAT, and they're going to bring out a different kicker. Pintor is going to get a break, and the Cardinals are going to send out Nico Bunjamia to kick this one, because every team has a number 90 and a number 60 for your kickers. And Benjamin's kick is going to be blocked, and it's going to be recovered by the Bulldogs. Tackle made by Nigel Smith, and the score is going to remain 48-17. And Nico couldn't get successful on the PAT attempt.
Nico just needed a little bit more air under that one.
Blocked by the Bulldogs, picked up by the Bulldogs, and Nigel Smith says that's far enough. So the Bulldogs are going to get the football. If the Cardinals will kick off here. See if Nico gets to handle those duties. Melissa leads 48-17. Again, my opportunity to invite you to our church family, First Melissa, Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. or 10:15 a.m. Go to firstmelissa.com to find out more. One of those people who will be there is Marty Guin, who checks in and says the Guins are watching from their couch in Melissa. On that Bishop Curry touchdown, we get to watch that one more time. Junior running back number 32 gets in to pay dirt and excited to celebrate and dancing in the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals.
Number 20 had a good block there. Unfortunately, we don't have a name on my roster for number 20.
Alan Spear watching on the couch in Round Rock, Texas.
Coach Nally giving instructions right now to keep your head in the game and not to fall prey to any of these shenanigans that's been taking place. Finish strong. Play the Cardinal way.
Alan Spear in Round Rock checks in, cheering on number 77 sophomore offensive lineman Jake Brown. So thank you, Alan Spear, from checking in. Lots of emails, lots of couches tonight. mcnr@melissaisd.org. And, Coach, I did check the bylaws. In a moment, you must name the offensive and defensive player of the game, and Couch is ineligible.
Okay.
So
there's a strong competitor tonight.
Well, they have been the most named player of the game, but Couch is ineligible. Cardinals will kick the football off. And it is Nico who gets the kick. It's going to be a short one, taken by the Bulldogs at the 30-yard line, up past the 35, out to the 36. Cardinals defense comes out on the field halfway through this fourth quarter. We have lots of emails again. We'll check it in with those. Mary Keever checks in. She says she's on the sofa,
There
not
she
the
goes.
couch.
You count on Mary to switch things up.
Yeah, so
She keep you on your toes.
so no couch, just sofa for the Keevers. And she says they've been enjoying Cardinal broadcasts since our Cardinals graduated. And she says hello to Amy Tyner through our broadcast.
Yeah, we say hello to Ian.
So, all right, Mary Kiefer on the sofa. Throw out to the left side is going to be a positive play. Rumbling down to the midfield stripe are the Bulldogs. First down there, catch for the Bulldogs by Evan Harris.
Micah Finan finishes off.
Here is that swing pass out to the left side. Harris makes a good move, breaks the tackle, gets a nice downfield block, dives forward to the midfield stripe. First down, Bulldogs under the 6-minute mark. They're going to hand the ball off. Mitchum is going to trip over the yard marker. Falls down for a loss. Coach, you mentioned Jake Patusek earlier, the Royce City native, now a Melissa Cardinals starting DB tonight. His grandparents, Bradley and Sherry, are checking in from Kansas. So thank you, grandparents. Rock Chalk Jayhawk, go KU. Second down, 11 coming up. Spring rolls to his right, sets up in the pocket, pulls the ball down. He's going to take it forward. Tries to turn the corner to the left side, does show some athletic ability. It's going to be a tough run, knocked out of bounds there by Paxton Cox. And it's going to be first down, Bulldogs.
Good hit there by Paxton. Smiling as he goes back to the huddle. Good vision there by Spring, though, to pull the ball down, look downfield, and find a couple of good running lanes.
Royce City has the football at the Cardinal 36, trailing 48-17. Coach, at some point you and the stat man have to deliberate for our offensive and defensive players of the game. Twins to both sides. Spring loses the handle, gets it back, and he's going to be taken down on the sack from the blitz out of the linebacker spot. Jason Anubi. Great job, Mr. Anubi, coming in off the right edge of the defense. Quarterback didn't know he was coming. Good, solid tackle, and a loss on the play. Back up to the 44 of the Cardinals. Second down and 18.
Jason's a junior.
Spring in the game. Going to throw it all across the middle of the field. It's going to be caught for a positive play for the Bulldogs. Caught there by Roberson. And it's going to be third down for the Bulldogs. They'll spot it at the 29. 3rd and 3 coming up. Clock rolling, approaching the 4-minute mark. Trips left to the wide side, and they're going to hand it to Mitchum going right on 3rd and 3. He picks up 2 yards. It's going to be 4th down for the Bulldogs.
Micah Finan's having an outstanding second half by getting some playing time. He's been on many a tackle. Good hard hit there.
No huddle, but no hurry up by the Bulldog.
Junior linebacker.
4th and 1. And you got a push the pile play coming up. And that's exactly what happens, and it works. First down, Bulldogs. Didn't used to be able to do that,
No,
Coach.
sir.
Reggie Bush says you should be able to do that. And here's the Micah Finan hit earlier that we were mentioning just a moment ago, right there. Good form tackle. First down 10, Bulldogs, as we resume play at the 23. Spring stands in the pocket, throws over the middle field, caught by Roberson, and there's Micah Finan, number 34, right there again, along with Jacob Nye, number 22. Gain of 8 for the Bulldogs. Under 3 minutes to go in the game. Here's another replay of the tackle. Micah Finan right there. Here's 2nd and 2. And Spring throws it to the wide receiver on the left side. It'll be taken down. It's going to be a catch made for the Bulldogs by Tanskley. And it's going to be 1st and goal, Royce City.
The close up there of number 19, that is Cody Scanlon. On the coverage and tackle.
1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Still not in hurry-up mode as we approach 2.5 minutes. 3 receivers to the left side, the short side, and they're going to give it to Mitchum, and he's going to try to reverse field and cannot do so. And there is Jason Anobi again on the tackle. Looks strong out of that linebacker spot right there, number 53. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. 2:14 and counting. Anobi's tackle right there. Good play in the open field.
Stays active. Eyes looking for the ball.
2nd and goal from the 4. And Spring throws it on a slant route. It's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs. With 1:54 to go in the game, they get in the end zone. There's Nicholas Weaver on the score for Royce City.
Yeah, there was an opportunity there for a big hit that just did not happen.
Touchdown, Bulldogs. Cardinals lead 48-23, and they send the PAT unit out. There's a close-up of Micah Finan, number 34, right there on your screen. Here comes the kick game for the Bulldogs. Their kicker, Mitchell Stokes. That kick is up, and it is good. Mark and Angel Heater check in. Mark, Angel, Madison, Braden are heading to Baton Rouge to watch LSU play. Their nephew, Lane Blue, plays for the LSU Tigers. So thank you, Mark, for checking in. Here's that previous play, touchdown, slant route. Missed that tackle in the open field, goes in for an easy score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
I think he got caught there between playing the ball and playing the man, and just got kind of caught in no man's land.
Coach, have you finished your deliberations? Or do you need a consultation with the stat man?
No, sir.
You ready?
Yeah, on the offensive side, Trey's going to be our quarterback, Trevor Ham. He's going to finish the game with 247 yards. 17 of 23 is what really kind of impressed me tonight with 3 touchdowns. So kind of real good bounce-back game for Trevor tonight. Looked much more confident, ran the ball a few times tonight, pulled it, made those reads, and I thought that helped as well. On the defensive side of the ball, I'm not really even going to go off of tackles tonight. I just really like the way that this young man, this senior, always competes, and that is Jason Cave, coming off an injury from last week. I just think that at times he's a heart and soul and really keeps the defense going. So Jason Cave tonight on defense.
We have the onside kick now coming for the Bulldogs, and falling on it immediately, Paxton Cox, and the Cardinals offense will take over. So we do say congratulations to our offensive player of the game, quarterback Trevor Ham, defensive player of the game, linebacker Jason Cave. Congratulations. Those gentlemen just might be featured this Monday night on the Cardinal Scoreboard Show. We record every Monday night at 5:30 p.m. at the Dugout Sports Grill. You're invited to be part of the studio audience, and then we release a new episode every Monday evening. Make sure you follow Melissa ISD on YouTube. If you've missed the first couple episodes, go back and join Coach Nally and me talking Cardinals football. After that onside kick recovered by the Cardinals, they'll come back out on the field. Tatum Thompson's in the game at the quarterback spot. We have 1:52 seconds to go. And Bishop Curry, who just had a touchdown a moment ago, is going to get that handoff and fall forward for a single yard. Remember, we will be at home next Friday as the Cardinals will begin the district schedule. Crandall will come to town. And you are invited to be part of the broadcast here on the Melissa Cardinals Network. Cardinals are going to get a win here in 1:24 seconds. They're going to finish a very tough non-district schedule with a 1-2 record. Tough loss. Melissa Cardinals will be at home, and we have Crandall coming to town next Friday night, the 16th. On this play, Bishop Curry will take the handoff again. He's gotten a lot of action here. He's going to keep rumbling, and he'll take it positive gain for 3 yards on the play. Cardinals, as I was saying, will finish this non-district schedule 1-2. Tough losses to Argyle, number 1 in the state in their division. And then to China Spring, who's highly ranked in their division, and then comes in and going to get a win tonight against a 6A team. And the Cardinals do not have to run another play. Let's see if they choose to do so, as we have the final 27 seconds marching off the clock. Again, congratulations to Trevor Ham for being our offensive player of the game, Jason Cave for being our defensive player of the game, and the Cardinals trying to figure out if they're going to run a knee down play or not, and they're going to say not needed. So, Coach, we're going to have a final score of Melissa 48 and the Bulldogs 24. The Cardinals come in, first time to play this team, a 6A opponent. They're going to go home with a big win.
Absolutely, Trey. Just a good job on both sides of the ball. Defense played well. Did a good job against the run tonight, and just that's always impressive for the Cardinals to stop the run, and then the offense did what they needed to do. The most balance they've had so far this season, and just threw the ball well tonight, and just a good win against this 6A program, and a lot of momentum going into district play.
You see the Cardinal fans over there on the winning side, the visitor side. It's been a great night here. Second time we've ever been to Royce City, and we've come out of here with 2 wins, Coach.
I like it.
We should come back sometime. We're going to go back to our friends in the booth. They're going to bring you our highlight package for tonight's ball game. Cardinals win 48-24, and you're going to get to see a couple tough tackles there. You're going to get to see a kickoff return here by Lincoln Dunn, showing his great speed up the right sideline. Member of that state-winning relay team. You're going to see the double pass play. Carson Maynard throws it, caught by Javon Smith. The ball came loose, and it's either a catch and a touchdown or a fumble recovery by Cusano. Then you had the great catch there by Lincoln Dunn, the fumble recovery for the Cardinals. Then you've got Bishop Curry's touchdown run. And so it was a great night all the way around for your Cardinals. And then we have a great sack there by Anobi coming in. He got a good effort. There he is right there as the Cardinals are playing their fight song, as the Cardinals are going to get out of here with a victory tonight. We appreciate all the great Cardinal fans who've been emailing in tonight, texting in. Everybody's couch represented on the broadcast tonight. And we're going to hope that the Princeton traffic's not so bad on the way home. Thank you to John Graham, as always, for his help. Thanks to Ross Graham. Great job on the stats sheet, as always. Craig and the fellas and the ladies down there in the truck, we appreciate the folks at Game On Sports helping us tonight. Coach Deal, your final thoughts on a big win for the Cardinals.
Big win. Main thing is momentum. They'll have a good week of practice next week, and that's when the second season starts of district play, and just look for them to get off to a good start against Crandall, and just these first 2 games will just be a distant memory.
Our Cardinals are now 1-2 on the year. Tough losses to Argyle and China Spring, but then they come in tonight getting ready for district play next week, and they play a very, very balanced ball game. A big victory tonight, 48-24 is the final score. Trevor Ham, your offensive player of the game. Jason Cave, your defensive player of the game. You see the Cardinals in the big team circle huddle. Coach Matt Nally giving them the pep talk. And I imagine the pep talk includes sentences like, great win tonight, and the real season begins next week.
That is exactly right, Trey.
Thank you to everyone for listening tonight. You're invited to go to firstmelissa.com to find out about our church home. Make sure you follow the Melissa Cardinals Network on Facebook and Melissa ISD on YouTube. Your final score, Melissa 48, Royce City 24. For John Graham and Ross Graham and Coach Kenny Deal, this is Trey Graham saying good night from Royce City, Texas.